emergency, wasn't able to come. So we wish his family well. Number 4, Bruce Aaron. He fell and hurt his leg where he had to have surgery just a couple days ago. And he's doing well, but wish he could have been here, and he apologizes because he really did want to come. If you saw him at the Iowa conference, he had a booth there. I don't know if anybody stopped by to see him, but he's an author, illustrator. I met him at South Dakota, and I brought him to the showcase there, and the librarians who booked him loved him, just so you know. He's worth looking into. He's written a couple books. You may have them in your library. Martika, she was supposed to be here today. She got a last-minute gig in Florida, and she told me about it. It feels very well. I would have done the same thing. So she wishes she could be here. She does have a new act for you guys. She was doing some stuff with a barbed wire hula hoop. And, yeah.
And we had her this summer, and she was pretty.
She is very good.
She was our opener.
Yeah, very good. Yep. She does some stuff that your town might want that you may not have at the library, or she can do stuff for the library as well. She's multi-talented. Number 13, Lori Lynn Aaron. She was not able to make it due to a family emergency. She was at the Harlan Showcase and wasn't able to attend yesterday, so we wish her family well as well. Number 16, Grout Museum. There's a new contact there, Carson. At least you got that from us. Carson Morrissey. They were really excited about coming, and I haven't heard a word while they're not here, so I don't know what happened. I haven't looked into it yet. And then number 17, you'll be here later. That's it. That's all I have for corrections. And whenever you want to come up, Sarah, I was just going over some. They're going to work so much better for you. Put on such a better performance. You act like children than adults. And we need you to volunteer. Yesterday, out of 17 librarians, I think there was 4 that kept coming up every time because nobody else wanted to volunteer. And that's fine, but it really helps to perform, and it makes it harder for them when you just sit there and won't raise your hand. So let's help them out and have a good showcase where they can put on a good performance for you. Our first performer is from Absolute Science. It's Professor Ken over here. He's going to go over and do a version of some of the stuff we have, and then when he's done, I'm going to go over some of the new programs we have for outdoors. So let's give a round of applause for Professor Ken, please.
Good morning. How is everyone this morning? Good. You sound like you didn't all get coffee. Let's try that again. How is everyone this morning? Good. All right, that's much better. I'm Professor Ken with Absolute Science. I'm going to show you a little bit about our stations that we had this summer. If you had our stations, you know all about it. This is something we have added to help kids know what to do with the wands when they're done, to replace them to the dirty table, and then to, I'm going to read it here, keep the wands off the ground and just to have fun. That's just, if the wands get on the ground and get dirty, they get dirt on them and the bubbles don't create as nice bubbles. So how many of you people know who likes bubbles? Oh, everybody here does, but I said, who likes bubbles? Anybody know?
I do.
You do? Okay.
Everybody.
I'll tell you, I've done bubble shows all over the Midwest this year, and I can tell you, Grandma likes bubbles, Grandpa likes bubbles, little brother likes bubbles, Mom and Dad like bubbles. It's just amazing how many people like bubbles. And did you know that bubbles are also magical? Let me get my little wand here. A little wet, okay. When you just start making bubbles, you get lots of them in the air. And people start doing that, and the kids go, ah! But it's really magical. Do you know they're magical? Like that. Get another one? One more? Bubbles are magical. Something about them just brings out the child in everybody. Now, you may have noticed when I do a bubble, you can see all the colors of the rainbow in there. And you know, I'm going to tell you why that is, because this is part of the science of absolute science. A bubble is made of 3 layers, a layer of soap, a layer of water, and another layer of soap. So the water in there shows all the colors of the rainbow, just like a rainbow does. And it's very colorful. And kids love them, and Grandma and Grandpa also love them. Now, last year, if you had our show, well, let me try that again, because I didn't want that. Last year, if you had our show, we blow 6 bubbles together, and blew another bubble on the inside. If you saw that, that created a square on the inside. This year, we're starting with a square. If we shake it just a little, it makes an hourglass. Now, watch this closely. We take a bubble and drop it in the hourglass, it turns into a square. Can you see that? Let me take my mask off.
You don't have to wear your mask while you're performing.
So you can see that much better that way. Now, another thing, if you watch this, we may get one, we may get two. The bubble comes back with a fog in it, like a normal bubble. So that's some of the science that we do in our science shows, our bubble shows. We do have 2 different bubble shows. There's Bubble Show 1 and the Big Bang Bubble Show 2. So either one you want, if you had one, the other one just new and improved, and some of the favorite ones are in there. My favorite is when the librarian comes up, sticks her hands out like this, and I put foam on it and light it on fire. And it's completely safe because absolute science believes in absolute safety. We have a fire extinguisher at all times and a fireproof mat at all times to keep everybody safe. Okay? But I think we can't be right under a fire alarm if you have one of those. Okay. Now, I want to show you also over here, if you have never had the bubble stations, this is what the setup looks like. This is all done outside. We have 15 stations set up, and they look like this. I'll show you, one's a little different. We have different wands that we put in them. The wands pick up, well, I was going to demonstrate, but it's going to make too much of a mess indoors, so I did not want to do that. But they have wands like this. We have big wands like this. Whoops, you're going to get a bubble there anyway. And we have all kinds of different wands. I just want to show you. Our wands are made from all over the world. These are the Russian models. They have the black on them. Let's try to explain them. If you blow a bubble, no matter what shape the wand is, it always turns back into a circle because it wants the least amount of airspace possible so it doesn't pop soon. So this will blow out a bunch of bubbles. They'll turn. This one is one of my favorites. This one blows out a conglomerate of bubbles. So it'll have like a big bubble and like all these bubbles around it. And if it keeps going with a good wind, it's a big mass cloud that appears. And this is one of my favorites. And once the kids see that, they all want to use that. Here's another one, makes a lot of little bubbles. These, I believe, are the ones made from Mexico, star shape. But again, if you blow these, this will blow usually 4 bubbles, and they all turn into a circle. And the same with this one. Here's one, for some reason, all the 3-year-old children want to use this one. When they do, it seems like it's on the ground. Well, we don't want them to do that. That's why it says, please keep the wands off the ground. But I usually have to tell the parents, if they're paying attention, to please, we'll get them a smaller one because we have smaller ones. And then we have intermediate ones too. And then here's the ones that a lot of them like. This one also makes a conglomerate of wands, just a smaller bubble that the younger children can do. And we've had probably 2 or 3-year-olds, and they do the wands. This is for the real young children. They can hold this. This will make a big wand and a big bubble in the middle of that wand, and then lots of little bubbles around it. This one, all the girls like to get, and in the moms. This makes a unique bubble because it will make a long bubble and blow out. And I'm not sure why, because they all turn into a circle eventually, but it's just one of the favorite of the ladies. And then we have these different shapes here. Here's another heart, smaller one for younger kids, and an easy one for younger kids. And then here's the big daddy. There's always like 1 or 2 kids, the older kids that want to do this the whole time. And here's what's very unique. We have the rope wands there for all the children to use. Most kids have never used a rope wand. You dip it into the bucket. We have these same buckets here on the table. You dip it in the bucket, and with this rope wand, I can make small bubbles like this, the wind's blowing. If the wind's not blowing hard, I open it up like this and walk back slowly, and I can make a 5-foot bubble easy. Okay? These are a lot of fun, and kids most of them have never used that before. and within 5 minutes, they can learn how to do it. So it's a lot of fun. The kids have lots of fun, and I have lots of fun. And I can guarantee you, when parents are there, I've had a lot of schools or churches and libraries, and mom and dad's there, or grandma brings the kids, and grandma will come up to me and go, "Can I do that?" And I say, "Sure, take a wand. Just don't grab it from the grandchild, you know." But it's lots of fun. Everybody has fun there. Like I said, grandma, grandpa, everybody loves bubbles. So that's all I have. Any questions or no questions?
All right, thanks.
All right,
Now,
all right.
I'm going to finish up for him the rest of the time. When we do book bubble stations, we set up a 1-hour program this year. We had a 2-hour program for libraries, and some of the small libraries just aren't going to be able to afford that year after year. And I was aware of
Look
that.
back
But
that way.
doing bubble stations last
don't
year, we
let
found
spill.
that a lot of the small
Yeah,
libraries,
pick it up,
most of the
please.
people came that first hour. So we do have a 1-hour program.
Take it up by
now for a
TJ.
2-hour program. For those that had it in the past, would like to have it again, just can't afford it. It is expensive for 2 hours. Yeah, that's available. We also have a rocket outdoor program if you're interested in that. I forgot to mention that last year in my video tape. I don't know why. It was an extremely popular one. But that can be done outdoors or indoors if it rains. If it's done indoors, you need a long room, and we have special adapters instead of shooting them up. They shoot them across horizontally. So if you have a room that you don't mind paper rockets with a foam tip hitting the wall, it won't hurt anything. That's available as well. And then out here, outside, you'll see a tent with tables, and that's all one program, the tent and the tables. Those are butterfly and counter tents. I only set up one tent in there now, and there's no butterflies in there because I'm having the screen door redone to put magnetic stripping on it, so they can get in and out very easily, and it closes quickly so the butterflies don't escape. But it will come with 3 tents for the program, up to 3 if you need 3. Some libraries may not need 3. And the educational life cycle tables that are out there. Again, I only have 3 tables set up, but we bring even another row of tables that are shorter for the preschooler kids that are lower. They have activities on there that they can do as well. Lots of activities. So whatever you see there, it's at least double what it will be plus an extra tent for them. They can actually take our special butterfly feeders, the flower feeders you'll see over there, and go into the tent. We have a waterfall, and we plant flowers around. It's decorated. Walk inside, check it out. But they can go up to the butterflies, and they'll get on the feeder, and a lot of kids like to take pictures with the family. It's very popular. A lot of different stuff. So that's available if you would like it. And then over there is our mega foam blaster. It's a foam cannon. Shoots out foam 40 feet out. Some of the libraries have the ones where the foam comes down and the foam goes out like this on the ground, and that's very cool. However, the kids always seem to want to get underneath it where it comes out, and they get tripped up in the tripod and electrical cords. They had some libraries at the conference telling me that and I had 2 of them that said they had problems with that. With ours, it actually shoots out, so the kids aren't near us at all, and it makes huge piles. We did a live demonstration. Can you stop on? We had a live demonstration at both locations at the first 2 showcases, and we were outside. We brought 2 cannons, one for in so they could see it, but we actually shot a foam cannon outside and did the foam, and businesses were coming out. At first, the lady in charge of the Veterans Auditorium thought they were complaining because they're all out looking at their cars and, foams everywhere. And so I went over to smooth things over, and they said, no, keep doing it. We love it, So it's very, very popular. The foam is biodegradable. It's not going to hurt your grass. It's not going to be slippery. It does need to be outdoors, although it could be done indoors, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's also non-toxic, non-staining, non-allergenic, perfectly safe for children, perfectly safe for the environment. I never would have invested in it. So if you guys know my reputation, we just wouldn't have done that. But it's very cool. I have 2 cannons. I'm thinking about buying more because I'm already getting a lot of bookings for those, and the tents as well. Right now, we'll only have 1 person going out doing the tents. I can't see with my glasses. All right. And they're going to be doing the tents, but if we get a lot of feedback from the showcases that you guys want it, I will get another set and another person to go out and do that because I have several on my staff that can do that. The bubble stations, we were so busy last summer, we had 7 people going out in one day doing bubble stations in 8 states. We went as far as Oklahoma this year, and they've already said that they want us back. But anyway, that's about all I had for everything. Rockets, the bubble stations. the butterfly encounter tents for outdoor. We have hands-on science stations if you want that for outdoors. If you're looking, and the butterfly can be done indoors or outdoors. A lot of you guys always want to know if it's raining, what that policy is going to be. And a lot of our programs are designed to be indoors or outdoors, except for the foam stuff on that. The trick bubble shows have to be done indoors. So, all right, guys, that's all we had. I'm going to introduce our next performer now. Laura's a good friend of mine. Laura.
It was working fine earlier.
Okay. Let's talk about technical difficulties. When they come to your library, they don't have all this other confusion with all these other performers. So if you hear technical difficulties, please give them a chance, because that's not going to happen at your library, or shouldn't. Now, Laura's a professional clown, and I've known her for a long, long time. We've worked together many, many times. There was one gig that we did, it was a birthday party, and they had a juggler, a magician, a clown, and they had us in different shifts. And you may not want to use it. You need another system? You can use ours if you need it. Ken can set you up. So anyway, this birthday child, when she saw the clown, started bawling because she was scared of clowns. One of those kids, if you know what I mean. And I mean hysterically crying. And Laura was out in the parking lot, just got out of her car, and the birthday child saw it, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be a disaster. And so as Laura's coming up, she sees the birthday child is losing it, and so she got on her knees and started walking slowly up to the child, removing her wig, removing her nose, and making her face clear. So by the time she got up to the child, she didn't have that full clown face. The child was still having tears go down her cheek, but she was stopped crying and just kind of stared at Laura. And guess who the first person was that wanted their face painted? The birthday girl from this person right here. So she's very good with kids is what I'm trying to get at. She sees that situation. She knows how to handle it. Let's give a big round of applause for Laura Anderson.
Thank you. Okay, so right now I need to ask with a show of hands, how many of you like stories? Okay, then yes, this seems like a stupid question to ask right now. All right, how many of you like balloons? Raise your hand. Okay, and how many of you like making things up? And I know my mouth is not matching my words. All right, so I'm going to start today, put that down, with making a balloon, and I'm going to have you guess what I'm making. Okay. Go ahead if you have any guesses. Dog. Yes, dog. Okay, now if I turn this around, it could also be a giraffe with a long nose. Okay, now I have another balloon for you, but I'll need a drum roll for this one. Drum roll, please. So, any guesses on what this is? All right, no guesses? No. A duck. All right, are you a duck? Mouse. What do you say? Mouse. A mouse. Let's say a duck.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Not a duck, not a mouse. Monkey. Monkey. Are you a monkey? All right, let's see. Okay. Not a duck, not a mouse, not what about a bird sitting on a bench? Platypus. A platypus, I think.
No, I'm not.
No, you didn't hear.
Not me.
She said a platypus. Okay. Okay.
You keep saying that I am, but no, I'm not.
That was a good guess. Yeah. All right. Well, what are
Oh,
you?
no. I'm a platypus.
Not enough peas.
I'm a platypus. I'm a platypus.
All right. So you're a platypus.
You are so smart.
Well, you told us. All right.
Perfect.
Perfect. What's perfect?
Perfect.
What's perfect?
I have a passion for peas.
A passion for
precisely. It was passed down from my papa. My papa platypus.
Your papa platypus, okay?
If we used more peas, the planet would be a better place. Everything would be more precious with more peas. Would you rather have a pineapple or a pineapple? Would you rather play with a PlayStation or a PlayStation? Or would you rather eat a pizza or a pizza? I ask you.
Oh, a pizza.
Oh yes, a pizza with pepperoni.
You're making me hungry, and I gotta do this showcase now. Shh, no talking about food. Okay, so today I'm gonna be doing stories.
Boring.
No, it's not. Okay.
You're losing them. More peas. More peas, please.
Papa, please be patient. I've never worked with this
Well, I'm a
puppet.
good platypus. I'm a web-footed platypus. I'm a jump-filled, web-footed, funny-looking, fast-swimming, warm-blooded, pedal-jumping, bottom-eating, burrow-eating platypus.
I've never worked with this in front of my mask, so if my words aren't matching, that's why. And you're totally distracting me. So, where was I? Oh, yeah. So,
Well, I'm an egg-laying platypus. I'm a flat-tailed platypus. I'm an egg-laying, flat-tailed, funny-looking, fast-swimming, warm-blooded, unfilled, web-footed, burrow-digging platypus.
got it. Okay. So, where was I? I was going to tell you about my showcase.
Well, I'm a platypus. I'm a platypus. I'm a platypus.
Is that all you got? Okay. Good.
Thank you. I appreciate the applause.
Okay. Oh, thank
You
you.
need to practice.
I need to practice. Oh. All right, you stay down there. Okay. All right, so in this book, I have clues to our first story for today. I have, actually I lost the straw, but I found a wrapper. Okay. And then I have a stick, and then I have some bricks. All right. Any more clues? Three little pigs? Okay, good. I have my first person to be in the show. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. So I need sound effects in order to do the story. So my first sound effect today is the piano of doom. Dun, dun, dun. So every time you see me go dun, 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 I need you guys to be the piano of doom. Okay, practice. Dun, dun, dun. Good. And when I hold out my hand like this, you say, no way. No way. Good job. And then the other one, what would it sound like if the big bad wolf was knocking on your door? Knock, knock, knock. We'll go with knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. All right, so now it's audition time. So I don't give balloons away to every kid that comes to the show. But actors should be paid something, and I don't have a whole lot of money to give away. I have no money to give away, sorry. So I'll give you your costume at the end of the show after you take your final bow. So I'm looking for a big bad wolf. Any big bad wolves out there? No big bad wolves! Okay, come on up. All right, so that big bad wolf.
Remember to raise your hand and volunteer.
Yes. All right, big bad wolf, let me measure your head. So a lot of times in shows, this is actually the first time I've done a whole balloon storytelling show. I've been doing magic and puppets and all sorts of silly stuff for about 20 years, but my daughter's been my helper in all my shows. So in the balloon storytelling show, I will have her helping me dress the kids up because I have the attention span of a 5-year-old and I want to get to as many stories as possible. Most storytellers that do balloons only do 2 stories in a show. My show so far, I want to get to 40 to 45 minutes with my show, has one song story, the silly nonsense, and hopefully one more. Now I need 3 little pigs. All right, 1, 2, I need 1 more. 3, okay, come on up. Oh, and Wolf, here you go. I'll let you put on your tail. You know what that means for the piggies. Okay. So, I'm gonna guess here. Well, I now know what popped in the car. I was like, what popped? I didn't see what popped. So normally at a show, I'd have an extra wolf and an extra pig. Here we go. And Piggy, here's your tail to tie on. You gotta have a piggy tail. And let's see. All right. Another pig. There you go. You're welcome. And your piggy tail. We're almost there. Okay. Yes, I don't know what I'd do if I had to build these balloons during a show. Just for the 3 little pigs, it's about an hour and a half of me watching television, which is good because it's the only time I'll probably sit down for the week and watch TV. So, all right. There's your pig. Okay, so here we go. So, the 3 little pigs, they were all excited because they were going to have a backyard picnic dance party. I hate to ruin the dance party, but guess what? There's bad news. There's no backyard. So, we have to build a house. So, the first house was made out of straw. There we go. And the next house was made out of sticks. And the last house was made out of bricks. Oh! Here we go. Bricks. There we go. Okay. Now. All right. Is everybody ready? Sound effects. Oh, wait. The 3 little pigs were getting ready for their party. Now that they built the house, and they sent invitations to everyone, but guess who got an invitation? Dun, dun, dun. The big bad wolf. I don't even know how that happened. All right, big bad wolf comes into town. You're scaring me. I got the right actor. Okay, so the big bad wolf goes knocking on the first door, made out of straw. Knock. And the big bad wolf, she says, little pig, let me in. And the little pig said, no way. All right, so you know what the big bad wolf had to do? She huffed, and she puffed, and she blew the house in. Oh, last house. All right, big bad wolf went to the next house, made out of stick. Okay, and she knocked on the door. Oh, pig's terrified. And the big bad wolf said, little pig, let me in. No way. And she huffed, and she puffed, and she blew the house in. Oh no. All right, so big bad wolf went up to the next house, made out of bricks, and knocked on the door. Knock. And she said, little pig, let me in. And you know what the pig said? No way. I didn't hold my hand up yet. She said, okay, she said, no way. So the big bad wolf sat there and was like, I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow this house down. But it didn't work because it was made out of bricks. And you know, bricks are really strong. They can hold up to a lot of bad weather. So the big bad wolf was looking all around. I think I'll climb up on the roof. So big bad wolf climbed up on the roof and saw a hole. It's like, oh, I think I'll go down this tunnel. Well, during that time, the little piggies were getting ready for their party. So they put in a fire in the fireplace. Down came the big bad wolf. And the big bad wolf fell into that fire. And said, that hurts. But you know what will forget to do? Stop, drop, and roll. I won't make her do it. She'll pop the balloon. So she ran off into the river to cool off. Don't worry, she can swim. And the 3 little pigs lived happily ever after. Yay! All right, so the actors at the end of the show will take their final bow and get to keep their balloons. So you get to take that home with you. Thank you for your time today. I will be leaving early today. In my microphone. Hopefully you heard me well. I will be leaving early today, so I'll be leaving stuff on the balloon table. My name's Lori Anderson. Thank you for your time today.
You do a lot of talking, a lot of singing. Wetting your throat is the way to go, especially in the summer.
I got a brand new set of nice shiny strings too.
Awesome. I was telling them about your guitar string breaking. Now,
Oh.
when one breaks, the tension goes out on all of them, you said?
Yeah, because there's a spring here, and it's this it's this whammy bar, and it's spring loaded. So all of these strings have to be the right tension. If you lose a string, then so it's not fastened
I was telling
to
them
the
how
guitar.
you saved your act, in the middle.
Yeah, well, it didn't feel like I was saving it when I was in the middle of it.
We thought you did, so, yeah. He's just going to get hooked up here.
Yeah.
Watch this. Think of the weight that's on his back, and then watch what he does. No, he's leaning this. Last time he didn't lean. He just...
There wasn't anything to hold on to.
Yeah, I thought, oh no, he's going to go back.
Yeah.
I was impressed.
We need like a joke or
Not
something.
now, when he's hanging out.
Yeah, this is really part of the show, isn't
Yeah,
it?
'cause that's got to be heavy. All right, you ready?
No.
No. All right. Did you guys get any postcards or anything from entertainers that you'd like to see have at the showcase? Please send that information my way. I'd be glad to interview them and see if we can get them to come. There's some people I don't invite because of things that I know about. If you guys want to see them, we'll bring them because it's for you guys. Yeah, whatever you want. But if you have somebody new that you'd like to see, send it my way. That's how I get some great references from Daniil back there. Some other librarians that send people my way, and that's how we get them to the showcase. So, all right, are you ready?
Now I'm ready.
Fantastic.
All right.
Let's give a big round of applause for the real deal.
Thank you. All right, so my first one, this song is about a snake, and this snake likes to dance. So I'm not going to make you stand up and dance, but let me get rid of this too. I'm not going to make you stand up and dance, but usually we like to get the kids standing up and dancing. And he wiggles. So when I don't know, however you can wiggle in your seat. Yeah, there you go. And he also hisses. So let's hear everybody hiss. Oh, that sounds beautiful. All right. So here we go. Boys and girls, take warning. If you go near the lake, keep your eyes wide open and watch for Sneaky Snake. Now maybe you won't see him, and maybe you won't hear. He'll sneak up behind you, and he'll drink all of your root beer. And then Sneaky Snake goes dancing. Let's see the dance. Wiggling and hissing. Sneaky Snake goes dancing, wiggling and hissing. I don't like old Sneaky Snake. He laughs too much, you see. When he goes a-wiggling through the grass, it tickles his underneath. Sneaky Snake drinks root beer, and he just makes me sick. When he's not dancing, he looks just like a stick. He doesn't have any arms or legs. You cannot see his ears. And when you're not looking, he's drinking all of your root beer. And then Sneaky Snake goes dancing, wiggling and hissing. Sneaky Snake goes dancing, wiggling and hissing. I don't like old Sneaky Snake. He laughs too much, you see. When he goes a-wiggling through the grass, it tickles his underneath. Okay, thank you. So that's just one of the things we get kids doing, so that way they'll sleep when they get home. All right.
Now this song comes from Scotland. At least I think it does. But it's sang to the tune of She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain. So if you know it, sing it. Now, many of us, when we understand being adults, you know, grandma and grandpa and our relatives. But when we're kids, we don't always understand, why do we call this person grandma and this person grandpa? They're silver-haired, but we don't call other people that look like them grandma and grandpa. When I was a kid, I had several sets of grandparents. So I had my mother's parents, my dad's parents, and then friends that just happened to be older, and we called them grandma and grandpa too. And then it wasn't until I got older that I realized that they weren't really my grandparents. So this is a song about that. Now in this song we'll say push, push, and when we get to push, push, I want everybody to go push, push. All right? Now, you know what I'm hearing in my head is she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Oh, you can't shove your granny off a bus. Push, push. No, you can't shove your granny off a bus. Push, push. No, you can't shove your granny, 'cause she's your mommy's mommy. You can't shove your granny off a bus. Push, push. Now at this point, we're going to sing aye, aye, yippee, yippee, aye. And if you happen to be standing or would like to stand and dance in a circle, that would be great. Singing aye, aye, yippee, yippee, aye. Singing aye, aye, yippee, yippee, aye. In the way. Singing aye, aye, yippee, aye, aye, yippee. Aye, aye, yippee, yippee, aye. Push, push. Oh, you can't shove your grandpa off a bus. Push, push. No, you can't shove your grandpa off a bus. Push, push. No, you can't shove your grandpa, 'cause he's your mommy's daddy. You can't shove your grandpa off a bus. Push, push. Singing aye, aye, yippee, yippee, aye. Singing aye, aye, yippee, yippee, aye. Singing aye, aye, yippee, aye, aye, yippee. Singing aye, aye, yippee, yippee, aye. Push, push. Now, what else do we got? Well, we got ants, right? So how is your ant related to you? Well, this looks like this. Oh, you can't shove your auntie off a bus. Push, push. No, you can't shove your auntie off a bus. Push, push. No, you can't shove your auntie, 'cause she's your mommy's sister. You can't shove your auntie off a bus. Push, push. Singing aye, aye, yippee, yippee, aye. Singing aye, aye, yippee, yippee, aye. Singing aye, aye, yippee, aye, aye, yippee, aye, aye, yippee, yippee, aye. Push, push. What about your uncle? Why do you call him your uncle? This is why. Oh, you can't shove your uncle off a bus. Push, push. No, you can't shove your uncle off a bus. Push, push. No, you can't shove your uncle, 'cause he's your mommy's brother. You can't shove your uncle off a bus. Push, push. Singing aye, aye, yippee, yippee, aye. Singing aye, aye, yippee, yippee, aye. Singing aye, aye, yippee, aye, aye, yippee, aye, aye, yippee, yippee, aye. Push, push. No, you never should shove anyone off a bus. Push, push. All right. Very good. Very good. Thirsty. It's unprofessional to take a drink during a show, but I see all the pros doing it, so. Okay, so you may have, if you've had us at your library, you may have heard this one. I decided to do this one again. It seems to be a favorite. This is a counting song. How many of us can count all the way to 18? I'm just going to shorten it a little bit. All right, hey, that's about almost all of us, yes. The rest of you went to public schools, I see. Okay. So this is a sing-along, so we're going to sing along. If you notice, I lay out a rhythm with my hands. That's because I'm a guitar player first and a drummer second. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 wheels on a big rig. And the rolling, 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 rolling. Now, it could just be you're all wearing masks, but I couldn't really tell if you were counting along. But we're not going to worry about that. We're going to go and we're going to count the wheels on the right side of the truck. That's the even numbered wheels. Ready? Here we go. Well, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 wheels on a big rig. And the rolling, 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 rolling. All right. Let's go to the left side of the truck. We're going to count the odd numbered wheels. Ready? Here we go. Well, there's 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17 wheels on a big rig. I went to a public school too. And the rolling, 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 rolling. All right, so now that we're driving the big rig, let's back it up. Ready? Here we go. We're going to go 18 to 1. Well, there's 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wheels on the big rig. And the rolling, 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 rolling. Well, that's pretty good. But now we're going to take that big rig over to Rome, Italy, to the Appian Way, and we're going to do the 18 wheels on a big rig in Roman numerals. So let's see if everybody can keep up. Ready? Here we go. Well, there's I, V, 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 I, V, I, V, I, X, 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 I, X, I, X, I, X, I, V, X, V, X, V, I, X, V, I, X, V, I. Wheels on a big rig. And the rolling, 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 rolling. Thank you. I see that you all kept up. So now that we're over there in Rome, that's right. We're going to back the big rig up. Yeah, let's do it. All right. Now I've only done this. This is the third time I've done this in the last 2 years. Because I didn't do this at all last year. I spent most of last year washing my hands. Ready, here we go. Well, there's XVI, 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 XV, XVI, 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 XI, X, IX, VII, VII, IV, I. Wheels on a big rig. And the rolling, 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 rolling. Okay. All right. Thank you. So that's an example of what we do. And we usually have a question and answer session for the kids too. And I know you have questions. Everybody does. First of all, and I'll just kind of cut to the chase. The drums weigh 35 pounds. And so, yeah, and they do get heavier over time. And yes, there is a monkey in my drum. That is the secret to my success. I have the monkeys helping me back there. That's what I usually tell the kids. And then I work the drums. Everything here is 100% live. I don't use any tricks or backing tracks. I work the drums in this manner. The kick drum with the right heel, and then the hi-hat and snare together simultaneously with the left heel, just like that. And then I added a stick because I like rockabilly, you know. You got to get that double hit in there. So that was the only way I could figure that out, so that's why that stick's there. And I just dropped the neck down for that. And then I decided I needed a splash. And this is this song here. I heard this song, and when I heard the beginning of this song, now musicians are weird. We are a weird bunch, because I heard this one song, just the intro, and I said, I got to have a splash cymbal. And I worked the splash cymbal like this, push the neck out. But this is the song. See that intro right there? I said, I got to have a splash. Maybe someday I'll be strong. Maybe it won't be long. I'll be the one who's tough. You'll be the one that's got it rough. I still have time, right, Rick? It won't be long, and maybe I'll be real strong. So anyway, and I just thought I'd throw that in there because we do other types of shows. We had several libraries hire us to do senior shows, and so we do Elvis, you know, and Johnny Cash, you know. Walking through a party in the county jail, you know, so we do stuff like that too. And my wife, if she's able to come, she does Patsy Cline and all kinds of stuff like that. And then, you know, we also do so we do all kinds of stuff. But we'd like to come and entertain your kids at the library. And I'm under time, Rick, for once. Yes, I am. Yes, and I'm all done. So if you're interested in a one-man band, I'll be in that room over there.
Ya ta ta, ya ta ta da ta, ya ta ta da ta, ya ta ta da ta, ya ta ta. Oh oh. Ya ta 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 ta, ya ta 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 ta. I've been reading Beyond This Beaten Path. Thank you, ma'am, for laughing over there. My name is Spunky. And guess what? Kids, I've got a secret for you. Are you ready? Yeah. Okay, I got a secret for you kids. Do you want to know what the beaten path is? Yeah. Good. It's a hiking trail. Yeah, and I have seen so many cool things on this hiking trail. In fact, I've been reading lots of books about all the things I have found on the beaten path. So, I'm going to start out by showing you the very first book. What do you think I found on the beaten path or the hiking trail? A spider. A spider, that's right. In fact, I brought that spider. His name is Speedy. And there he is. That is Speedy. And Speedy's going to do something very special for you. Speedy is going to spin a web because you know what he does for a living? He's a web designer. All right, Speedy, are you ready? Oh, what? Oh, he wants to do some more speed reading. So he's going to read how to spin a web. So we're going to put that right there just like that. And what color should we have Speedy spin the web into?
Purple. Orange. Red. Purple.
Okay, I'll solve that problem. Yeah, ta 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 ta. Okay, so I've got some different colors of yarn here. Pull them out here. And when I put the color up in the air, you guys yell the color. Ready?
Purple. Red. Green. Yellow. Blue.
Okay, so now what I got to do is I got to shake them up. All right, and see, I need a volunteer. Could you reach in there and just pull out one of those? Just one, just one. Don't look, don't look, don't look. Just pull out. It's a red one, okay. Cha-da-cha-da-cha. All right, Speedy, guess what you're going to do? You are going to spin your web, and it's going to be red. Everybody say red. Red. All right, I'm going to put that there. Okay, what's the matter? Oh, you think you want me to do what? Okay, Speedy wants you guys to help me count to 3 because he's so speedy. He's going to do it in 3 seconds. And on the count of 3, you guys are going to yell red. Okay, here we go. 1. Are you sure? 2, 3. Red. Are you sure? Hey, you didn't say that very loud. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Red.
No, louder. 1, 2, 3.
Red.
Oh, you got... What? I don't believe it. You guys, he is Speedy. Look at that. That's amazing. Give Speedy a hand clap. Woohoo! All right, now I need 2 helpers. Who wants to help me out? I need 2 helpers to come up here. Oh, don't rush up all at once. Oh, good, good, good. Okay, you can come up, and why don't you come up? All right, if you would stand right, who else had their hand up? Someone else? Yeah, okay, so you 2 are gonna help me. Now, everybody's gonna stand up. Now, speaking of Speedy the Spider, we're gonna do a song that I think you guys all remember, but we're gonna add a little bit of spunk to it. So here we go. So you just follow my lead. Ya-ta-ta. Whoa, oh, oh, come here, come here, come here, come here. Ya-ta-ta-ta-ta, ta-da. Oh, 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 oh. Here we go, here we go. All right, ready? Everybody stretch over here. And stretch over here. Stretch over there. Oh yeah, we're getting warmed up. Oh yeah. You ready? We're gonna get moving. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And that itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. The itsy bitsy spider went up the spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout. Okay, guess what? Oh, a spout again. All right, ready? Now we're gonna pretend like we're a spider. So everybody, get old legs up like that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna scare our moms. Oh yeah. Oh, keep crawling up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, here we go. One more. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Oh, creepy spider! Here we go! Oh yeah. Creepy spider. Oh yeah. Granddaddy Longlegs. Oh yeah. Itsy bit. Let me hear ya. Oh yeah. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. The itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. One more time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah! Give yourselves a hand clap. Woohoo! Wonderful. Okay, so I love hiking on that trail. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I just remembered something else that I found on the hiking trail. Ooh. And I brought it and I don't remember where I put it. I put it in a green bag. Where does anybody here have the green bag? Somebody, the green bag's got to be around here somewhere, and I'm just telling you, it doesn't smell too good. You'll find it. Everybody look under your chairs. It's got to be around here someplace. Anybody see a green bag? Sir, you have the green bag. Can you bring it up here, please? Oh, my, oh, I can smell it already. Oh, this, no. Yeah, I know. Come here. I'm going to have you reach in the bag and you're going to pull it out. Ready? All right. Reach in the bag and pull it out because it's really, really. Oh, what's the matter?
There's nothing in there.
What's your name?
Gabe.
Gabe, let me look. It's not in there.
Not in there.
It sure does stink though, doesn't it?
It smells horrible.
I know. I know. Wait a minute, Gabe. That's not a green bag. It's a black bag.
Oh. That explains it.
I know. All right, reach in to the black bag and find that stinky thing. Yeah, come on. Come on.
I don't think anything's in there either.
I think, it's not a black bag. It's a red bag.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a red bag, and now you can reach in. That's not good. You know what? Not a red bag. It's a white bag.
Oh.
Whoa! I know what's in the white bag. What do you think? And then you know what I mean?
No.
Because it's a yellow bag. All right, I'm pretty sure it's in the yellow bag. Take a look. That's because it's a green bag. Isn't that what we started out with a long time ago?
I think so.
All right. I told you it was in the green bag, and ooh, it really stings. All right, can you reach in the green bag? Oh, yeah, there you go.
Oh my God.
There you go! Thank you. That's my friend Stinky the Skunk. Give Gabe a hand clap. Woohoo! Thank you. You're welcome. All right, well, during my show, Stinky disappears 3 different times. And also during my show, I'm going to do some more magic, and we're going to find other things that I find on the hiking trail, like a lightning bug, a butterfly, and even snake spear the snake. We're going to find all kinds of really cool stuff. So I would be honored to come to your library and perform. Thank you so much. My name is Spunky.
All right. Hi, everybody. How are you? Good. My name is TJ, and I am the Quad City Magician. Thank you. Thank you. You know, a lot of times when people see me, they think that my job is to trick you. No, really, they do. They think that I'm supposed to fool you. That's not my job. My job today is to help all of you have a lot of fun. Would that be okay? Oh, good. Oh, good. Now that we got that out of the way, who's ready to see some magic? Say, yeah! Yeah! Uh-oh. Oh, you're not all ready, are you? That's okay. That wasn't fair. You didn't know. You didn't know that I was going to ask you that question, but now you know. So I'll give you another chance. Here it is. Who's ready to see some magic? Say, yeah! Yeah! Oh, good. Now that we got that out of the way, I'd like to tell you a little story. It's a true story all about me, TJ, the Quad City Magician. It was 19 years ago. 19 years ago when I learned my very first magic trick. Then 10 years ago, my daughter was born, and 7 years ago, my son. Together, my son, my daughter, and I, we are a family. And over the last year, our family has had a few changes. In fact, we moved to a new house, and now that we live there, on the counter, we keep 3 little cups. That's because I don't know about all of you, but at bedtime, we get hungry and thirsty, and we like to have a bedtime snack. These are our cups. The first cup is my son's. The second cup is my daughter's. And the third cup is mine. Now, my son likes to drink lemonade, and my daughter likes root beer, but do you know what I like? I like to drink a nice cold cup of milk. Cheers, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, you know, I was wondering, do you guys like to play games? Yeah. I knew it. I knew somebody here would like to play games. I learned a brand new game just the other day. I learned a new game. It's called, it's called Hide and... Yes! How did you know? Yes. I love to play hide and seek. I'm getting very good at it, actually. Really, I'm super good. I'm so good. I play with my pets. My pets play hide and seek with me, and they're really good too. They're super good. They're even better than I am. They're so good at playing hide and seek. Every day before I leave the house, I have to go around and try to find my pets. That's so I can make sure they're okay. Will you guys play a game of magical hide and seek together with me today? Yeah. Yes. All right. Now, it's very important that you keep in mind that during this particular game of hide and seek, you must stay in your seats. There's no reason for you to get up because you can point with your fingers and you can yell out with your words. All right? Here we go. We're going to play hide and seek with my pets. Yeah, not the real ones, no. I have pictures. I have pictures of my pets. I want to show them to you, but I can't, not yet. Because, no, I got to see if you can guess what kind of pets I keep at home. I'm going to give you some clues, and we'll see if you can figure it out. The first one is man's best friend. Yes, it is a dog. You're so good. The second one has 9 lives. It is a cat. Very nice. Now, this one's a little bit harder, so you have to put your thinking caps on. The next one actually lays eggs. Chicken. No. No, it's a bunny rabbit. Yeah, where do you think Easter eggs come from? Now, if you have to pick a team. If you want to be on Team Dog, say, yay, Team Dog. Yay, Team Dog. If you want to be on Team Cat, say, yay, Team Cat. If you want to be on Team Bunny Rabbit, say, yay, Team Bunny Rabbit. Yay, Team Bunny Rabbit. All right, now when you play hide and seek, you have to cover your eyes and count to 10. Then you say, ready or not, here we come. Ready? Count to 10, starting now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ready or not? Here we come. Okay. Point and yell. Where do you think that my pets are hiding? Where do you think?
Right there.
Right here?
Yes.
Oh, you guys, don't you remember? I said my pets are very good at playing hide and seek. Do you really believe that they would hide somewhere so obvious?
Yes.
Come on now. There's no way I'm going to trick you today, is there? Oh, you're too smart. You're right. They're under here. But let me check first, okay? Let me check. Yeah, they're there. But we have to see who we found first. Because whichever one we found first, that entire team is going to be out of the game. Who do you think it was?
Team Dog. Team Cat.
Let's see. It was Team Cat. I'm so sorry, Team Cat. You're out of the game, but you tried your hardest. I know you did. I know you tried your hardest. Who do you think was next?
Team Dog. Bunny Rabbit.
Oh, Team Dog. I'm sorry, Team Dog. You're out of the game, but you tried your hardest. I'm sure you did. Oh, no. Not again. I did it again. It wasn't fair. I should have told you right from the beginning that the bunny rabbit is the best at playing hide and seek. Yeah, he's the best. He uses magic, so you'll never, ever find the bunny rabbit. You'll never find him. It's impossible. What? Right here? Let me check. Nope, he's not here. Ah, you don't believe me, do you? Okay, seriously. He's not here. Do you want me to prove it?
Yes.
All right, I'll prove it.
Go Team Bunny.
Here we go. The bunny rabbit is not here. That's what I said. It's not here. So see, not here. It's totally fine. Oh, turn it around like this. What, you want it to go the other way? Like this. Oh, flip it, flip it. Yeah, no, it's not here either. You want me to prove it? Look, not here either. That's what I said. It's totally fine, though. It's fine, you guys, okay? You'll never find the bunny rabbit. We'll just do something different, okay? No problem. We'll just do something else. What? Behind me? Let me check behind me. Let me check behind me, okay? No, it's not behind. Over here? Let's see. Oh, you found him. You found the bunny rabbit. Give yourselves a round of applause for winning magical hide and seek. Very good. You know, I thought since we were hanging out together today, having fun and doing some magic, it would be cool if some of you got to come up here and help me with the magic. What do you think? Yeah. Good idea, right? Yeah. Okay. If you want to help me, though, you have to be able to listen and do exactly what I say. If you want to help me, you have to be sitting down with one hand raised. Oh, no. That wasn't it. I'm sorry. Put your hands on, hands down. That's not it. If you want to help me, you have to have 2 hands raised. 2 hands, because 2 hands are better than 1. Oh, thank you. Hi. Will you help me? Come on up here. Everybody clap for her because she's awesome. Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. You see my orange towel? Could you stand in front of it? That's why I have it. Yes. Now take a big step forward. Well, that's a really big step. Put your feet together. Put your hands at your side. Look straight ahead and smile real big. Imagine the big smile under her mask, okay? Yeah. Now, what is your name?
Bonnie.
Vonnie?
Yes.
Did I say it right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Hold both of your hands out like this. Show everyone over there. Show everyone over there. Then hold your hands with the palms down towards the floor. Turn and face me if you don't mind. Yes, and actually just a little bit lower and close your hands in a fist, okay? Now, are you right-handed or left-handed?
Left-handed.
You're left-handed. Okay, then put your right hand down. If you don't mind, you can keep your left hand closed, turn and face the audience, because together, you and I are going to create what I like to call a sympathetic reaction. A sympathetic reaction with a pad of paper, a pen, and a picture of your hand. Here we go. Now help me spell your name. V.
O.
O.
N.
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 I.
E.
E. Do you know what that is?
My hand. My name.
Actually, that is the cool spelling. I wouldn't spell it any differently myself. Now, here we go. With this pad of paper, or no, with the picture of your hand with your name and, oh! Oopsie, huh? I almost forgot. We need something else. We need a little bit of DNA. DNA. Do you know how we get the DNA? You blow on the page, okay? Go ahead, just blow on the page. Whoa! Vonnie, no, you don't spit on the page. Ew! No, just very gentle. Better, that's excellent. All right, Vonnie, I can tell. I can tell that right now you wish I was way over here. So I'll do that, okay? I'll move over here and I'll give you your personal space. We are supposed to be social distancing after all. If I take this picture and this pen, concentrate on your hand, okay? Because I'm going to ask you some questions. Be honest. Don't lie. Don't cheat. And don't feel sorry for the poor magician, okay? Vonnie, if I go like this on the picture, can you feel something? Really? Oh. Okay, that's all right because I can do more like this. Now, do you feel anything? Oh. I was hoping we wouldn't have to go this far. But since we're here, Vonnie, if I take the picture and the pen and I go like this, Now? No! 3 in a row, that's embarrassing. But you know, I'm just curious. I just want to see, very slowly, open your hand. Show everyone over here. Show everyone over there. Look at your hand, Vani. Vani, this is for you. Everybody clap for Vani. Yes, thank you. Remember what I said at the beginning? I said my job is not to trick you and it's not to fool you. It's to help you have fun. If you're having fun today, say yeah! Very good. But believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, whenever I go to a magic show, well, first of all, how can I tell if you're smiling? How can I, or if you're, how can I tell if you're having fun? It's when I see you smile. With your masks on, I can't see your smiles. But even if you didn't have a mask on, I would look and I would try to find people that are smiling. And believe it or not, I look sometimes and there's people who look like this. Sometimes I see people like this. Once in a while I run into this very man. But of course, how could I forget this crazy dude? That's why, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for every show I bring my smile maker. This is my smile maker. This big yellow ball has the power to turn any frown upside down. Any frown upside down. All you need is the yellow ball, the orange bag, and some magic words. Put your hands in front of you and repeat after me. Say, wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your thumbs. That's the way the magic comes. Now when you reach inside, look what you get. It's a little yellow smile. But wait, there's not just one. Look, there's another one. That's because smiles are contagious. You never find just one of them. If you ever see someone who's having a tough day, all you do is you smile at them, and they can't help it. They're going to smile too. And this, look at all, the whole bag fills with little yellow smiles. Yeah. Now, I don't know, that's a lot of little smiles, don't you think? When I see all these little smiles make me smile really big. And they have a word for that, you know. They have a word for making people smile that way. The word for making people smile that way is magic. Thank you very much, everybody. My name is TJ. Of course, I'll be in the next room. Have a great day.
I have showcased before. They're extremely funny, very, very talented. They do a terrific job. Do you need some time?
Nope, we're ready.
And they're always ready. They're always ready. They always have something new. That's what I like about them. They're always working on new stuff.
Yes. Okay.
Awesome. Let's give them a super round of applause. Jane,
Thank you. All right. Hello, everybody.
Hi. Hi. We are very glad to be here today.
My name is Jay.
Oh, and I am Leslie.
And we do juggling and other nonsense.
We do, and our show for this summer is called Giggle Quest.
Giggle Quest.
Giggle
Yes.
Quest. Beyond the beaten path.
That's right.
Yes. And we also have another one for that other theme. It's
For
a
the other
different
theme,
show,
yeah,
but
yeah.
you guys are not the other theme. You are Giggle
No,
Quest.
they're Team I read now.
Team I read, yes.
But if you
I
want
like
to read the
to
other
read.
thing, we have another show.
I do.
I like to read also.
Oh,
yes.
okay,
But
yes.
Leslie, I think that we should go and do some juggling for
We
them.
should juggle for them. You get us some music, I will get us some juggling ones.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going to turn off my microphone and move it down. Okay, there we go. So I don't need my microphone for this part, Jake, because I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to juggle.
That'll be great.
But you should turn on some music for that.
Okay.
Please. He's going to get it. There we go.
very much.
You're very welcome, Jay.
Right, Leslie. Hey, I think we should talk some about the other nonsense.
Okay, are we going to talk to them a little bit about the stories that we're going to do?
Yes, we
When
do.
we talk about stories, we do stories in the summertime.
Well, I thought we should do
we
a
also
story.
do shows year round.
That's true, we do.
Yeah, we do. We have other shows that are available year round.
Yeah.
like now.
Right,
Or
but
next month.
the story that I'd like to do is actually a fable.
Oh, a fable! I like fables. Fables are a special kind of a story. Fables are a tale with a point.
Right, they
So
teach
let's
us a
learn
lesson.
some lesson from a fable.
And this one was an Aesop fable.
Aesop is very famous for having written lots and lots of fables a really long time ago.
And the characters are a couple of animals.
We talk about characters and about setting and about plot during the show. Yeah.
This one is the story of the tortoise and the hare.
The tortoise and the hare, that is the who is in the story. Who are the characters? Oh, so we are going to be the characters in the story?
We are.
We get to be who the story is about.
And I'll give you your choice. You can be whichever character you want.
I get to choose. I can be the tortoise. That's like a turtle.
Yeah.
There's a tortoise in there.
There is.
And I could be the hare. It's like a rabbit.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I would like to be the tortoise. I want
Okay.
to be the tortoise. I will have to be very slow, though.
Well, that will be interesting.
I could do that.
Okay, well then you start over there.
I should start over there.
Right. And so that means that I'm going to be the hare, and I'm going to be fast. So this is the story of the tortoise
That would be me.
and the hare.
That would be him.
I'm a hare. I'm fast. I'm so fast, I like to race against the other animals, and I always win, because I'm so fast. And this is a great day. Man, I feel like racing. Hey, Tortoise, how are you doing there?
I'm fine.
Good, I'm glad to hear that you're doing fine. That is good news. I'm always glad to hear that another one else is doing well. How am I doing? Oh, I'm doing fantastic today. Oh, today and every day I'm doing absolutely wonderful. Yeah, doing really great.
That's nice.
Yeah, I think that it's really good too. Hey, what have you got there?
I have a book.
A book.
You might like this book.
Really?
It's a book about the world's fastest animal.
Now that's a good idea for a book.
It is.
Hey, there's a picture of me. Me right there.
On the cover,
That's me.
there is a picture
Uh-huh.
of a cheetah.
No, not the cheetah. No, the picture down below.
On the cover,
Yeah.
there is a picture
Of?
of an ostrich.
Not the ostrich, the good one on the bottom.
On the bottom,
Yeah.
there is a picture
Of?
a hare.
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 You know, I feel so good today. I feel like I could race against any animal in the world.
You could race against me.
Yeah, I could race against you?
I am an animal.
Well, of course you're an animal. I know you're an animal. Yeah, an animal in the world. Yeah, I get that part. But no, I meant it with a race against a fast animal, so it's an exciting race. And you don't know who's going to win, except you know who's going to win.
Race against
Well, it's not a matter of not wanting to. I mean, it just doesn't seem fair. I mean, what's the point if you think about it? You just fine. If you want to have a race, we'll have a race.
I do.
Okay.
Where should we race?
Hey, good point. Okay, we'll need a starting line. Okay, over here. We'll put the starting line right there.
Over there.
Yeah, you go to the starting line. I'll set up a finish line. Oh, and let's set the book down so it's safe. Let's see here. Oh, wow. Oh, this would be perfect. Look at this. Oh, this would make a great finish line. Here, I'll just set it up right here. You come running up. Boom, the winner. I think I know who's going to win. All right. So, Tortoise. Where you, Tortoise? You guys seen the tortoise? You're not even to the starting line yet.
Not yet.
Oh boy, all right. Hey, I want to make this fair. So I'm going to have you be the one who says, on your mark, get set, go.
You want to say on your mark. Get set. Golly, this is exciting!
I thought you were going to say go when we start the race.
Already?
Yes.
All right.
All right.
On,
No. Now this one counts. This is the race.
of course.
All right.
On your mark. Get set.
Already said.
Go!
Go! No. I don't want to finish. I want to run. How's it going, Tortoise?
Fine, thank you.
No, this is a good idea for a book. Wonder if I'm in here. Oh, there's a chart. What? I'm down in the middle of the chart. They think there are faster animals? Hey, if I race against these other animals and I beat them, they'll move me up the chart. That's what I need to do. No! Oh, open up.
I will.
All right. Well, congratulations on winning the race.
Thank you.
What I want to know is, where'd you get this cool book?
I got this book at my library.
At the library. How much did it cost?
No, it's a library book.
How does that work?
Well, I took my library card to the library.
Library card.
I looked at all the books.
Wow.
I saw one
Yeah?
I wanted
Oh.
to check out.
Uh-huh.
I checked it out with my library card.
Hey.
Then I read it really fast.
You read really, really fast?
My library only gives me 3 weeks to read a book.
Okay. All right.
Then you can take it back
Uh-huh.
and do it all over again.
Wow. Hey, could I
You
get a library
have to
card?
be really careful with the books.
Do you think I could get a library card?
I do.
Oh, wow.
Everyone should have a library card.
Well, I'll go get one now.
I'm going to the library. Do you want to race me?
Yeah.
On your mark.
Come on, Mark.
Get set.
I'm set.
Go.
Go! See you at the library! Thank you. All right, well, we live in Kansas City, and during the summer, we are touring mostly to libraries. We like to do block bookings. The better the routing, the better the discount. And then we also tour throughout the year and have shows available. So sometimes if we're in your area because we're going to a festival or schools or a theater, we can do a show where you don't pay any mileage if we're going to be there.
What he said. So we are just through there. If you want to come talk to us, we are working on summer bookings for libraries in Iowa as well as in other states. We will be doing this show. We have shows year round. We also have virtual programming. Hopefully we won't need that this year, but we will have it nonetheless. Thank you guys very much. I am Leslie.
I'm Jake. Thanks for watching.
That's very kind of you, but I haven't done anything yet. On my way here to Coralville, a lady stopped and she told me I'm the ugliest fella she's ever laid eyes on. I said, ma'am, that may be, but I can't help it. She said, yes, you can. Stay home. That reminds me about the time I was shaving one morning back in New Salem. This is long before I grew my beard. I took a close look in the mirror. I studied myself very carefully. It made me so unhappy. I vowed at that moment if I ever met a man homelier than me, I'd shoot him on sight and put him out of his misery. Not long after, I encountered a gentleman leaving a saloon. I ran up to him. I pulled my pistol. I told him to say his prayers. He said, why? What did I do? Then I told him about the vow I had made. He said, you honestly think I'm uglier than you? I said, yes, sir, I do. He said, then for God's sakes, go ahead and shoot me. You folks know I love theater, Shakespeare in particular. One evening, I treated myself to the front row. I sat down. I carefully removed my hat, placed it on a chair next to me for safekeeping. A lady sat right on top of it. A heavy-set gal, squashed it flat like a pancake. I looked at her. I said, "Dear, if you had asked me beforehand, I would have told you it didn't fit when you tried it on." One day I was doing some work in the Oval Office. I looked out the window. I saw a lady walk by wearing a very large plumed hat. All of a sudden she stumbled and fell. She reminded me of a duck. Feathers on her head, down on her behind. Some folks never appreciated my sense of humor. One gentleman in Congress said, "Mr. Lincoln, I think you'd make a joke even in hell." I said, "Yes." That's just about the distance from here to the Capitol building. I was talking to a little boy earlier. I said, "How would you like a shiny new penny with a picture of the 16th president?" He turned me down. He said, "Sir, if you don't mind, I'd much rather have a filthy $5 bill." I was at the Republican convention in Decatur, Illinois, when I was approached by a grouchy old Democrat. "Lincoln," he said, "I understand you're a self-made man." I said, "Yes, that's true." He said, "For my money, you did a pretty poor job. I would not vote for you if you were St. Peter himself." I said, "Sonny boy, if I were St. Peter, you probably wouldn't be in my district anyway." Now, you might recall I was born February 12th, 1809 in Kentucky. One person, great. Well, beautiful territory, ma'am, but unfortunately, Kentucky was a slave state. My parents were strict hard-shell Baptists. They detested slavery. We moved 16 miles across the Ohio River from Hodgensville, Kentucky, into Spencer County, Indiana, which never had slavery as part of its state constitution. I was only 7 years old, but very tall for my age even then. My father wasted no time putting an axe into my hands. That proved to be a most useful instrument for chopping down trees and cutting logs to build our cabin. A shocking earthquake rolled through the day we arrived, but there was still plenty of work to be done. We got to Indiana on a Tuesday, cut logs for the cabin Wednesday, raised the cabin Thursday. And we spent Friday and Saturday building furniture for our new home. Just imagine the string of unbroken trees down in the southwestern toe of Indiana, forests filled with wolves, panthers, and bears. Very frightening. But even worse than wild beasts was hearing the story time and time again about the Indian who murdered my grandfather. He was also named Abraham. Did you know in 1779, Daniel Boone led my grandfather, Abraham Lincoln, from Virginia into Kentucky? In 1786, my grandfather was working in the field with his 3 sons. An Indian murdered him and then tried to kidnap my father, who was just a child at the time. But my uncle Mordecai shot that Indian dead. He collapsed right on top of my father. Only once did I ever pick up a rifle myself. I was 8 years old. I pointed it through a crack in our little cabin and fired. But after seeing that beautiful wild turkey fall to the ground, I was sick to my stomach. Oh, I never hunted again. Part of every single day, my mother, Nancy, would read scripture passages to my sister Sarah and me. When we were older, we joined in. You see, in cabins, the Bible was the only book most folks had. There were no pictures, so my imagination ran wild when she talked about Adam and Eve, Noah and his ark, Jonah and the big fish, David and Goliath, And of course, those three fellows, Shadrach, Meshach, and to bed we go. In fact, I do declare, with the sole exception of sending his son, Jesus, into the world, this Holy Bible is God's greatest gift ever bestowed upon mankind. This book is a treasury containing everything that can make a person truly happy. All the good our Savior intends for this world is captured here. Apart from this little book, we cannot possibly know right from wrong. All things most desirable for mankind's welfare, here and hereafter, are portrayed in these precious pages. Some of the first words I ever learned to write were based on biblical truths. Now, as a young boy, I didn't have any parchment, so I had to practice my letters with a rock or a piece of charcoal and carve them into the dirt or onto the back of a shovel. I went to a blab school on the frontier. That's where the teacher says something and all the kids repeat at the same time. I'll give you an example. 1 times 2 is 2.
1 times 2 is 2.
We have much to do.
We have much to do.
2 times 2 is 4.
2 times 2 is 4.
Your handbag is on the floor.
Your handbag is on the floor.
2 times 3 is 6.
2 times 3 is 6.
That gentleman is playing tricks. 2 times 4 is 8.
2 times 4 is 8.
Our teacher's running late.
Our teacher is running late.
2 times 5 is 10.
2 times 5 is 10.
We do it all again.
We do it all again.
Thank you. Now, I can read better than any of my teachers. I often said, books are presents because every time you open one, the gift of knowledge resides inside. Oh, I have an excellent memory too. I would listen to a sermon from the preacher. I'd run home after church. I'd gather all the other children together. I'd hop up on a tree stump. I would recite that sermon word for word. One weekend I was at a revival meeting. The subject was temperance. The itinerant preacher said, we need to take the beer and the ale and pour them into the river. Take the whiskey and the rye and pour them into the river. Take the wine, the port, the sap into the river. Amen. Then he turned to our deacon and said, now let us all sing together number 122. The deacon opened his book and stared at us with a blank expression because the hymn was, shall we gather at the river? One Sunday morning, I was in worship. The minister said, Jesus is the only perfect man who ever lived. And this Holy Bible gives no indication of a perfect woman. Suddenly, a lady in the back of the church stood up. She said, I know of a perfect woman. I've heard of her every day for the past 25 years. The minister said, who is she? The lady said, my husband's first wife. Yes, my father taught me how to work very hard on the farm, but he forgot to teach me how to love it. He said I was lazy because I hated working out in the hot sun. My father would often hire me out to a neighbor, force me to labor all day long. Then my father would collect my wages. I know what it is to be a slave. No man should treat another like property. In fact, those were the words I used decades later in 1858 when I was running for the Senate. I said, this zeal for the spread of slavery I cannot but hate. I hate it because of the monstrous injustice of slavery itself. I hate slavery. because it deprives our Republican example of its just influence in the world. And it enables the enemies of free institutions to taunt us Republicans as hypocrites. Although volume upon volume is written to prove slavery a very good thing, tell me, do you ever hear of the man who wishes to take the good of it by becoming a slave himself? Whenever I hear anyone arguing or advocating for slavery, I feel a strong impulse to see it tried on him personally. If slavery is not wrong, then nothing is wrong. If slavery is not evil, nothing is evil. January 1st, 1863, my wife Mary and I hosted our customary reception at the Executive Mansion. We threw open the doors at 11 o'clock that morning. We started shaking hands with hundreds of folks as they crossed the threshold wishing us Happy New Year! But I had already determined this will be the day I sign the most important document of my political career. I told my colleagues, if my name ever goes down in history, it will be because of this singular act. I never felt more certain that I was doing right. In fact, my soul is in it. Although I do realize my signature will be closely examined. If they think I trembled, they'll say I hesitated in my decision. But by then it was past 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'd been shaking hands for more than 3 solid hours with over 1,000 people. My hand was so cramped, my arm was so stiff and so numb, I could scarcely hold a pen. I had to take a few moments to massage some feeling back into it. And then finally, after several deep breaths and a clear, bold swoop of my pen, I affixed my full name to the Emancipation Proclamation, hereafter and forever declaring slaves living in actively rebellious territories free. This led to our 13th Amendment, ratified in 1865, abolishing slavery in all territories in America. Very interesting. Please note, the word slavery never appears in our Constitution until our 13th Amendment, which eliminates it altogether. My entire program is an hour: log cabin to the White House, hilarity, heartbreak, humanity, Civil War tragedy and triumph, historic speeches, and as I always tell my constituents, I sure am glad you got to see me. Thank you again.
I got my be like Batman. Everything.
Let's give a huge round of applause for Dennis Porter with Happy Faces Entertainment.
Thank you. Good morning. Yes, it's the morning. Yes. Welcome to Camp Poison Oak. Go CPO! Is everybody ready for a great week at camp? Yes, great. Well, gathered around here by the campfire. Oh, well, someone has started building the campfire, but there's no fire yet. Oh, we need to get some fire going. So if you all would help me out, you need to create some heat. Yes, get some heat going. All right. And then I need you just send that heat up here to the fire. Send it up there. Ah, there we go. Ah, oh, nice, warm and toasty. Well, gathering around the campfire, you gotta sing some songs, right? Yes. So we're gonna start with one that I learned when I was at camp on a hike. It's really simple. You can follow along. Sing along out there in virtual land too. All right. So you just repeat after me. I'll forewarn you, for those that may know it, I did make it my own version slightly. That's okay. All right. Going on a lion hunt. I'm not afraid. Got my trusty lasso. And my snacks by my side. I see a big lake. Can't go around it. Can't go under it. Can't go over it. So I guess I'll have to go through. Splish, splash, splish, splash, splish. I'll stop if that means that's when you start. Or we can do it together. Splish, splash, splish. Yes, it's good exercise too. Keeps the body going. You'll feel warmer because you've been sitting there for a while. Okay, there we go. Okay, go on a line hunt. I'm not afraid. Got my trusty lasso. And my snacks by my side. I see a big field of corn. Can't go around it. Can't go under it. Can't go over it. Guess I'll have to go through. Crunch, 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 crunch. Repeat, 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 repeat for various things, but it's a showcase. I see a big cave. Can't go around it. Can't go under it. Can't go over it. Guess I'll have to go through. I see some big eyes. I see a long tail. I see some big teeth. Ah! Crunch, 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 crunch. Splish, 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 splish. Uh-oh. I think it's behind me. Find out what happens next year at summer camp. Oh, yes. If you're gathered around the fire, there's one song you have to sing. Everybody probably may know it, so join in if you know. Came by bus, my Ford came by bus. Rode to camp in a Ford in a bus. Brought us here, my Ford in a bus. Oh, Ford came by bus. Oh, I thought everyone knew that song. Oh, okay, guess not. Yes, fine. Well, like all camps, we have the lake. Yes, Lake Poison Oak. Of course, there's a lot of stories of what lives in Camp Lake Poison Oak. So we're going to have a little fun in figuring out what might actually live there by playing a game called What Swims Beneath. Ooh. I'm going to give you an aquatic animal, and you have to guess if it's really an animal or if it's made up. All right? So you get to guess. Now, it may not actually live in a lake. It may be in a larger body of water. But it actually is an aquatic animal. So if you think it is a real animal, I want you to make sun rays with your hands. Sun rays, yes. Some people might know them as jazz hands. All right. If you think it's a fictitious animal, I need you to hold your nose like the skunk was at your cabin a little too long. Yes, very good. All right, so let's see here. We'll just do a few of these today. The vampire squid. Ooh, a real creature or fictitious? I did drawings of all of them, so you can't tell if some have pictures and some don't. There's some kind of drawing. All right, the vampire squid is an actual animal. Yes, very good. Yes. All right. The terrible dogfish. Ooh, the terrible dogfish. Real or fictitious? All right. Oh, I see. Mostly it's looking like you're saying it's real. Fictitious. Actually came from a book. This was the original Pinocchio animal before it got turned into a whale. Yes, the terrible dogfish. The sarcastic fringe head. I know, just the name alone is fun. And if you can't see, but this one over here says, "Oh yeah, I'm like so scared." All right, well, mixed answers. The sarcastic fringe head is a real creature. Yes, and when it looks like this, and when it opens its mouth, it looks kind of like this. Actually, you're glad I didn't do a picture. It's kind of scary looking in the real life picture there. All right. So we'll do more of those, though. We can learn a little bit. Speaking of things that live underwater, we're also in our stories around the campfire. One of them that we're going to recreate is straight from a book called Not Quite Narwhal. How does a unicorn and a narwhal get together and live happily? We're going to play that out on there. However, I'm going to start. I want to give you a story that I talk from myself, actually. I've been at camp many years, and way back when, great story. Although, happened so far back, I don't always remember all the details, and so I kind of forget some. And usually, in years past, the audience will just yell out suggestions. In the past year, I've had to change that, so I get my suggestions in advance. Some of you were here, so I wrote them down here on the, various different things like a noun, an exclamation, a verb, a thing, whatever. You might know, oh, these actually look fairly clean. I say, I recycle, reduce, reuse. So if you see something on the backside, I'm not cheating, I just recycle. All right. So when it comes to the point in the story, I'll pick up the card there. Oh. They're kind of mixed up in different orders now. So we'll just see what we get when it comes out of the pocket. See what happens with that. I've been coming to camp for as long as I can remember. Not really sure how I got started, but there was this one time I was asleep in my bunk when I woke to the sound of, oh no! Well, something was going wrong in camp, so I ran out of the cabin, and all the campers were running around taking off their hats. Wow, two that matched at the same place. That never happens. How strange. I was like, campers, no, leave your hats on. It's for your own protection from the sun. Don't do that. I knew it was not a normal day at Camp Poison Oak. Well, they were running around, and then I stopped one of them and said, what's happening? But all they could say was chair. Chair? And then I looked up, and the camp flag had been changed to a chair. No, that should be a flag, not a chair. All right. This is not a normal. What should I do? I know. I'll go get my friend. We're always at camp. I don't have a friend. Would someone be my friend? Yeah, great. Okay, you come up here. There you go. Put you right there. Yes. My friend and I, we've been friends for years from the first time we stepped off that bus together. Yep. My friend's name is Jumping. Hey, Jumping! I mean, this is crazy. Everyone's running on, taking off their hats. The flag's now a chair. What should we do? And I knew Jumping would have the answer. Jumping said, what we needed to do was, nothing is going to break my stride. That's right, nothing's going to break our stride. Hats off, chairs on flags. We will make it through. I knew Jumping would not lead me astray. Just about that time, the camp director shouted out, Slinky! Slinky! And we looked across Lake Poison Oak, and there was, on the other side, a giant slinky. I knew this was opportunity for us to show the camp director that we deserved that bravery badge. So Jumping and I got into a rowboat, and we started rowing across the lake. But I got kind of tired rather quickly. Jumping, I don't know if I could do this anymore. But Jumping knew that I needed just some encouragement. So Jumping started to sing a rowing song of music. So Jumping began to sing this. Nice. Amazing. You're the first person to actually do that. It's crazy. And we rowed that boat all the way to the other shore, just like Michael taught us. We got out of that boat. Thank you. Not everyone catches that one. Yes. We got to the other shore, and Jumping fell exhausted onto the ground. And when Jumping's head hit the earth, we realized it wasn't dirt, but instead it was Bartholomew. Oh my gosh, it's Bartholomew right there. Oh my gosh. At that moment in time, and Jumping and I looked at each other. Could it be? It was. This was the beginning of what the camp counselors had been telling us for years. We were now able to go on the adventure to figure out the mystery at Camp Poison Oak, which we will finish next year at your library. Yeah. Let's hear for Jumping. Thank you very much. Oh. Should get those away from the fire. I don't want to start a bigger fire with that. Yes. So we're gonna have some fun at Camp Poison Oak. This is your kids program, that 5th to 5th grade type thing in there. Got a little magic trick with finding some treasure and a bird and story, so all the fun things. So that's for your kids. Now, who here also has teen programs? Who here also has adult programs? Who's ever done a fundraiser for their library? Or yes? All right. I've got it all for you. Yes. A little something. So maybe it was something a little different. Maybe you want a game show party. Yes. Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Denny Ray Byrne, and welcome to your game show party. It's the game show that's sweeping the street. We recreate television game shows from Name That Tune, the Newlywed Game, but it can be with kids or an adult and a kid. So we have, or coworkers who does staff development. Yes, this can be a fun version of staff development. Trivia and things that we can also customize. So if you want to keep with the theme, we can make our trivia for the thing camping related or outdoors time. So that has some customization. We even frequently play a game called Which is Older? A person versus a product. Yes, and we can customize it to your people. I did a library retirement one time, and so all the people were people that she'd worked with. So, all right, fun with that. Maybe you want something a little more hands-on, maybe a little more on the team building fun things. Yes, we also have mad skills. Yes, the doctor is in. Research doctor. Yes, teams will be made. Skills will be shown. We divide you up into teams. You get to accomplish as many skills as possible in the time allowed. They vary. They might be making and performing a cheer for your high school team, but it has to be either the golf, tennis, swim, chess, math, track, or dodgeball team that you're cheering for. Right? You might have to write a poem that's at least 8 lines and has the word sock in every line. Make cool eyeglasses from the pipe cleaners provided. Or you have to match up these, like you have to match up Happy Days, The Muppet Show, MASH, and Laverne and Shirley with Fozzie, Squiggy, Potsy, and Hawkeye. How do they go together? The teams just automatically pass on that one. But going for the, for the adults, you can put that in there too. We even do that with corporate events, so that's more of a fun thing. Or maybe you're more of the mystery detective style person or performer. Yes? Aha! Oh, I'm covering up your mic now. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so murder mysteries. And these 8 to 10 of the audience actually play characters. So we give you a little fun costume thing. It's really a comedy show disguised as a murder mystery, right? But it's fun. My job is there to make everyone who's performing and a part of it have in part of that. But there is a little mystery you can figure out along the way with that. So there's a little variety for something if they want to play a part or just try to figure it out on their own. This has been done for fundraisers with libraries before. Shut up, do a spaghetti dinner, do a murder mystery or a game show party. That's all fun for team building with that. So a little bit of everything. If you're one of those that like to go against the flow and pick the other theme, I also do have, what did I call it? High Sea Adventures. Yes, if you're going for the oceanography theme, it has a pirate theme to it with that. So see me in there. I'll give you all the information I can. Thank you very much for your time. Bye out there in virtual world.
Looking for a last minute program. It's always good to know who's around you, how close they are in case somebody doesn't come. Last summer, there were 6 libraries that called me. I always tell you guys, if you get into a bind, last minute thing, somebody can't come to your program. I can't guarantee anything, but I'm very well connected. And I was able to save 6 libraries that called me the day before and said their performer couldn't come. And it just happened to know people who's close in the area. I get to talking to them. You just never know. So I can't guarantee you I can do that, but a lot of times I can. Or maybe you can ask the performer if they have to cancel on you. Maybe they have a friend that they can send out in place or something like that. But anyway, Lindsay McDermott is going to talk to you about her reptiles. Let's give her a super round of applause. She's with Cold-Blooded Redhead, LLC.
Hi guys, I'm really excited to be here today. I am nervous. I'm going to warn you I'm very new at this, but I will do the best that I can. As Rick said, my name's Lindsay. I live in Swisher, which is 10-15 minute drive from here. I am a nurse by profession. I work at the VA hospital, actually here. I just started my LLC a couple months ago, And my favorite thing to do is come to see you guys at the libraries and provide educational programs to the little ones. As you guys probably know, reptiles are the animals that people love to hate. So the best time is when they're little and you can introduce them to the animals, and then they, you know, they can see there's nothing to be afraid of. And so then they grow up not being afraid like so many adults are. And when I do a program, just so you guys know, it's very hands-on. I let the kids touch, you know, almost anything that I bring. We go over a list of rules on, you know, what to do and what not to do. But today, I hope I have a lot of willing volunteers. We're going to do a little type of game. I'm going to ask you some questions. If you know the answer, please raise your hand. If you answer correctly, I will bring you a card. When we're done going through the questions, you will get to come up and interact with whatever's listed on your card. So, my first question is, who can give me some examples of reptiles? Yes.
Lizards and tortoises.
Very good. Lizards, tortoises, snakes, of course. So you get a snake card. There you go. I think I'm missing a question here. Who knows the difference between venomous and poisonous? Yes, you in the back.
Venomous means if it bites you, it will hurt you. Poisonous means if you eat it, it will hurt
Very good. Yes, you get the other snake card. And then my next question is, what is the biggest lizard in the world? Who said Komodo dragon? You got it. Very good. My next question is, who can tell me the difference between a turtle and a tortoise? Yes.
Whether they live mostly on land or water.
Which one lives in the land and which one lives in the water?
Turtle is the one in the water.
Very good. Tortoises like the land, so you get the tortoise card. And my final question is, who can tell me what tarantulas eat? Who hasn't answered one yet? Do you have a card?
I do not.
Okay, go
They
for
eat
it.
mice.
Tarantulas?
Tarantulas eat mice.
Tarantulas do not eat mice.
Crickets.
Very good. Little bugs. So you get the arachnid card. All right. Can one of my snake people come up here? Are you comfortable with holding?
Totally.
Okay. So, before I give this to you, I'm going to tell you something about her. Hopefully it doesn't freak you out. Thank you. This is a slightly venomous snake.
Okay.
Interesting fact. She is rear-fanged venomous, which means she has a very slight venom, kind of like a bee sting.
Mm-hmm.
So if you would get bitten by her, it'd just be like a local reaction. But she's very, very friendly and has not ever bitten anybody. So if you're wanting to hold her, there she is. She is a banded cat-eyed snake.
Where does she live normally?
So they like it very tropical, so she's in tropical areas of the world. So she did great. She's holding a venomous snake right now. Let's give her a hand. Doesn't she feel cool?
She's beautiful.
She is beautiful. She's one of my favorites. Funny enough, she doesn't have a name, so I can't tell you guys what her name is. Who has my other snake card? Hi. Are you comfortable with holding?
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. So this is a big one.
Oh, you're so beautiful.
This is Bob the Burmese python.
Hi, Bob.
You want him around your neck?
Absolutely.
Oh man, he's heavy.
Oh, honey.
He, believe it or not, he's only a couple years old. He's gonna get bigger. He absolutely loves to eat. He may be hungry right now, in fact. Do you have a large rat on you by chance?
I don't.
Okay. But he will get bigger.
Hi, baby.
So.
Oh, wow.
He's-
You're so pretty.
He's one of my favorites, and the kids usually love him.
Oh, yes. You guys should feel these muscles.
And normally when I'm doing this, I would, I'd put the snake around my neck and I would walk around and let all the kids, touch him.
Oh, honey, I'll give you little smooches.
And usually at the end of my programs, I'll allow some time where the kids can come put him around the neck and get a picture as well. So
This is my feather boa.
It's wrapping around your
I know.
she did awesome, you guys. Let's give her a hand.
Thank
Oh,
you
sorry,
very
I
much.
pulled your
You're
hair.
fine. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
you're welcome. Should we do arachnid next? Who has my arachnid card? Hi. Are you okay with holding?
No.
No, okay. I will just show him off then. This is a vinegaroon bug. Has anybody ever heard of that? So he kind of looks like a scorpion, do you agree?
Yeah.
He's got the pinchers.
This guy really wants out.
Right, he does one out. It'll be his turn next. So fun fact about these guys is that they don't pinch, they don't sting, they don't bite. The one thing that they do is when they get, if they get a little pissed off or whatever, they will spray off a little, like a fine mist, and it smells like vinegar, hence the name vinegaroon. Do you want to touch him? You got to at least touch him. She did great, you guys. Give her a hand. Let's do Tortoise next, actually. Who has my Tortoise card? What's that? You will. You guys made friends earlier, didn't you? So this is.
There are other people here who like reptiles. I wasn't expecting that, so that's nice.
This is Polly, my 5-year-old sulcata tortoise. She's really a good girl, and she's always very popular. So I don't know if you do want to hold her.
I can.
And then we
You
can.
want to walk, baby?
Then we can put her down. I do have a little bit of food we can try to feed her. If you want to
Always
just.
the way to make friends when it's noisy. Does she eat from hand?
She might. Like I said, she's 5. She still has a lot of growing to do. Females can weigh up to 100 pounds when they're full grown. Males get even bigger, some of them up to 200 pounds. Here's another fun fact for you guys. She lives with my monitor lizard. They have an enclosure they share together, so she being shy.
She's thinking about it. Hi, buddy.
Lindsay, I have a question. The
Yeah.
undershell of the turtle, is that soft?
It's
Does the belly? underneath?
It's hard like the top, but it feels very smooth. Maybe try a tomato.
She tucked her head in.
This is the best part, the tomato.
Did you already tell the story about how she pushed the cart yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yep. It's worth checking out the video if you can see it.
Yeah.
It's on her Facebook page.
They are extremely strong. She literally pushed this cart yesterday.
I've seen videos where they play with toys.
Yeah, yeah.
Does she play with toys?
We haven't tried, but she might.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And one person even trained one of their, I don't know if it was a turtle or tortoise though, to like come running when they call their name.
They're really smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Well, she's being shy, but you did great.
How long do they live?
So they can live over 100 years. So you should really put them in your will if you want to own one of these guys, so that you know they're going to be taken care of when you're gone. I probably shouldn't have done that with the carpet here, right?
It'll wash. Very excited about it.
What am I at for time? Okay.
You're at 11 minutes.
Okay. Well, she did great, everybody. Give her a hand.
She's looking around. She thinks it's clever.
Who has my lizard card? Oh, there she is. So this is Steve-O, my white throat monitor lizard. They live in Africa, is where they come from. He is about, I think he's about 2 or 3 years old. Like I said, he lives with my tortoise, and he also has a girlfriend that he lives with. I have 2 of these in my house. I don't know. Do you want to get a kiss?
I have a mask on.
Oh, and he has recently gone to the bathroom, so I will not hand him to you. I didn't realize that. But yeah, he's a lot of fun. They're super friendly. Did I tell you his name is Steve-O? Okay, this is Steve-O. So if you want to feel him.
Running around, will he catch the fly?
Probably not. They are meat eaters. So.
Is he shedding?
And he is shedding, as you can see. So. She did great. Sorry I can't hand him to you, but you probably don't want to get poop on you. Okay, now I need my friend Rick to come up. We've had some magicians today. I'm going to try a magic trick. I don't know if it'll work because these are animals and they don't always do, you know, what you want them to do. Could I have you get her out? And let me know when you're ready. Have you guys ever heard of a frilled dragon? So he's getting out my frilled dragon. She does not like him. And so what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to see if I can get her to frill for you, okay? It doesn't always work, but we're going to try it. Are you ready?
Yep.
Just my luck. She could care less.
Now, it's your cue now. Now's the time to go.
Steve's like, tasty.
That's a real bummer because it's really cool when they put their frill out. They look like just like something out of Jurassic Park. But thank you so much, Rick, for trying.
Sure, sure.
Otherwise, that's my program, you guys. Thank you so much.
And he's got some very, very cool stuff up here to show you guys. It's very neat. I showed this to one of my 10-year-old friends, and at first she didn't get it, and then when her mom explained it to her, she's like, wow, this is really awesome. So, yeah, very, very cool stuff. So let's give him a big round of applause, Mr. Michael Albert.
Thank you so much, Rick. Hi, everybody. So, yes, I drove here from New York, and I would be happy to do it again this summer. My name's Michael Albert, and I'm an artist and an author. And this is my book. It's called An Artist's America, and it's an artist's autobiography that was published by Henry Holt in 2008. And it's written for young people, but it's really for all ages. And ever since it came out, I developed this traveling program for libraries. I also go to schools, museums, festivals, senior centers, all sorts of events where they might want to do some sort of a hands-on art project, and it's been great. And this summer I toured North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Minnesota, and Wisconsin, and I was put in touch with Rick, and he told me that he was also setting up the performer showcases in Iowa and Illinois, so I thought it would be worthwhile to come out here and meet a whole bunch of librarians and see what we could do for next summer. You know, since I'm driving, I have all my stuff with me and I need to go from venue to venue. You have to kind of make a little tour of it. And I found that I'm able to do up to 3 programs a day. My program is a 2-hour program. And so I usually do a morning slot from 10 to 12, an afternoon slot either 1 to 3 or 2 to 4, and then an evening time either 5 to 7, 6 to 8 or something like that. And each time slot is good for different age groups. You know, usually if you're going to have younger kids, the morning is good. Teenagers generally don't like to do early morning programs, but afternoon is great for that. And the evening I found is a great multi-generational family time to do this, because parents who are working can come with their families to the library after work, and it's been great. I've been doing this program now for about 12 years, and I think I've done it over 1,000 times in 40 states. I've actually never done my program in Iowa, but tomorrow I'm going to be at the Des Moines Children's Museum doing a family all-day collage workshop, so that'll be 40 states for me. And I passed out a description of my workshop, which is basically it's a combination of an artist visit, a hands-on collage workshop, and a free poster giveaway and signing. And I start out the 2-hour program with about a 20 to 30 minute introduction where I introduce myself and talk about how and why I started making art and how it evolved from drawing into cutting up cereal boxes. And this was my first cereal box collage that I ever made. This was a real breakthrough for me. You know, the whole idea of using this type of material in my work. And I've really developed this over the last 25 years. And I found that anyone old enough to use scissors and glue really likes to do this. And from a 5-year-old, even a little younger if the parent's willing to work with them, to senior citizens, you know, can find meaning in some of these packages. You know, there's so many common images, iconic characters, fonts that we all recognize, lots of color. And when you look very closely at these packages, there's all sorts of little symbols and pictures and words and phrases and stuff. And I find for my own personal art that it's really fun to take these things off the box and take them out of context and play around with them and create art. And it's a material that we all have on hand, you know, so it's a recycling, upcycling, repurposing kind of a art form. And I mean, I started doing this because I had originally been asked to visit schools of friends of mine and that had kids and that they were involved in bringing in special programs. But when I realized that my book was ending up in a lot of libraries, I created this 2-hour program, and it's been great. You know, I've really like to take advantage of the opportunity in visiting communities that I might not otherwise get to see and interact with people. And it's a very special experience to make art with people. As an artist, it's a very wonderful thing to have anybody interested in your work. And so, you know, I'm looking to do maybe a week or 2 tour of the whole Midwest area. Could be longer depending on the kind of interest that I have. And so, again, the program is basically I start with a 20 to 30 minute talk introducing myself, and then I show all the posters that I have with me. I have about 15 different prints, and I've brought them with me today. Hopefully when this session ends, you can come into the room. I brought enough so that all of you could take some of these back to your libraries. And I have enough so everybody could take 3, 4, 5 posters if you'd like. And these really serve as a great advertisement for the program, as something to keep in the library, you know, permanently if you like, to share with local art teachers. It's great to maybe give one to a local art teacher and have them share it with their students. Art teachers generally see these and then realize that this could be a great project that they do with their students. And then if they know that they could come to the local library, you know, over the summer or whenever I'm going to be there, their students can then meet, you know, the person that did this. And sometimes they think that's very special, you know. I think it's very special. But so yeah, I show them different examples of my work. I'll show you a few of these now. The first one is this Frosted Flakes box, which is a very simple idea to just take a box, you know, an everyday object that pretty much everybody knows what this is, and just cut it up any way you like and put it back together any way you like. Then I have some color-based ideas where you take the color from the packages to create different pictures. So like with this guitar, I sketched out the shape of a guitar, and then I cut pieces from an assortment of packages. I believe I used a Wheat Thins box to make it look like a wooden guitar. Here, the heart, I cut out a whole assortment of red images from unrelated packages, except for the fact that they were all red, and I formed them into the shape of a heart. You know, I tell students, people, that they can draw a heart on their cardboard and then fill it in with, could all be red pieces or any color or all different colors or pictures of characters or food or whatever they like, and create their own heart collage. Sometimes people cut out the cardboard base into the shape of a heart, and I tell them that they could do other shapes as well, which sometimes they do. This is one that librarians particularly love. This is a rainbow arranged in alphabetical order. So instead of Roy G. Biv, I alphabetized it, and I just thought that, I wondered why anybody might ever, you know, alphabetize the rainbow. And just another artistic idea, but you can cut all different colors, and some people like to do the rainbow the proper way, you know. I have a lot of text-based work. Over the last 15 years or so, I began using the text, the letters, the fonts from all these different packages and spelling out things that are meaningful and important to me. This one here is the Pledge of Allegiance. So you could see I spelled out the Pledge of Allegiance, and I filled in the space around it with 50 different brand logos, characters, you know, iconic images from 50 brands to represent the 50 states. And I just thought this is a perfect subject for pop art, because this is one of the few things that everybody can practically recite on command. And there's not a whole lot of things that everybody knows by heart like this. I mean, the Happy Birthday song, there's a few things, but this is one of them, you know. And it's a pure American kind of a theme. I also bring gifts with me. I have postcards and bookmarks, and the ancient art of writing postcards, you know, is being forgotten. But this one here, it says my name, Michael Albert. This is an example I give for as a starter project. You know, if they would just search through the boxes, find the letters of their name, spell out their name, and then fill in the space with things that they find interesting or that are somehow meaningful to them. And the size of the collages that I usually have them do is about 8 by 10. I bring all the materials myself. I have scissors and glue for about 50 people. I have cardboard bases, and I bring a few shopping bags full of assorted packages. So we kind of take a few tables and make a pile of boxes. And once I've shown them all these ideas, I tell them that they can create whatever they like. You know, they could try one of my ideas, they could come up with their own, they could combine ideas together, that kind of a thing. And it's always amazing to me, some of the things that they come up with. And after I talk, you know, it seems like they're set free. You know, they've had all this time to think about stuff, and it's kind of like they get into the creative zone. I put on some music, I have a CD player, and I put on some Beatles, or I put on some jazz, or, you know, some James Taylor. I love James Taylor. And everybody's kind of just gets into that zone for about an hour. And then the last half hour is telling them that it's time to kind of finish up, help clean up the stuff, put the scissors and glue back, let's scoop up all the pieces and put them back in my box so they don't run out, leaving a massive mess for us. And also, while they're working, we go around the room and ask everybody which poster they would like. So we compile a list, and when we give them the 15-minute warning, I run out to my car, I get everybody their posters, and one by one, I hand them their posters, I sign it for them, I take a look at their work. Sometimes we take a picture together, and that fills up the 2 hours really nicely. So they get to meet the artist, do the same project I do to create my serious work, and then not only leave with something they've made, but leave with a signed print to commemorate the experience. And some of the other goodies that I offer, besides the postcards, or I have bookmarks that I've made. I did my program in every library in Delaware this summer. There was a special art grant for that. And so I made a Delaware bookmark, which they printed with their information on it, and it was co-sponsored by the Delaware Arts Council. And if I get a lot of bookings in Iowa, I made a piece the other day that says "Greetings from Iowa," that's a postcard size. And I would send that to all of you to use for marketing materials or whatever you want to do with it. It's good to post it. And so besides this now, I only have a couple minutes left, but I want to show you some of my master works. And these are some of the posters that I offer. One of them is the Gettysburg Address. And the original of this is a poster. The original is handmade just like the collages we're all going to make together. And it's about twice the size, 20 by 32 inches, and it took 5 months to make. So my goal really with all of this is to try to create serious art that could one day be in a museum. And the fact that I'm able to travel around and share it with people and share my process with people and really get to see the country is so inspiring for me. And I think a lot of people, most people really seem to enjoy it. I'd say that when I offer posters to people in a group, almost everybody takes a poster, which says a lot, because I don't think people would just take something home because it's free, and maybe also because I have a wide variety to offer. So there's, like the Gettysburg Address is one. This one here is the entire "To Be or Not to Be" speech from Hamlet. And for this, I picked characters to represent every character in the play. So it's not just like a mindless thing. I studied Hamlet. I learned about it. I decided that this is like the most famous passage in all of English literature, basically. And the original of this is 32 by 40 inches. It took 6 months to make. But there's a lot of Shakespeare lovers out there. And I think it's an amazing thing. Even if a kid decides they want to put this up because they like the characters, the next thing you know, they're reading Shakespeare, I don't have much time left, but this one here is the number pi to 190 digits. And certain people really love that. And then finally, this is my map of the United States. This took over a year to make. But my time is running short. I hope we can plan something. You have all my details. And please, before you leave, come and let me give you some free posters, for your own personal use, for your library, for your schools. Thank you.
Jeff actually covered for me. I was sick for 5 days a few weeks back and had a gig out by Atlantic, Iowa, and I wasn't able to do it on a Sunday. And Jeff, since he's over on by Omaha, was able to go out and do it for it. And I will say that the family that had him come out or wanted me said he did a fantastic job. So let's give a big round of applause for Jeff Quinn.
Thank you so much. Oh, great to be here. Oh, wow, it's good to see you guys. My name is Jeff Quinn, and the theme for the summer of 2022 is reading beyond the beaten path, right? Yeah. So I've put together a show that goes beyond the beaten path. We're going to go on safari, not just any safari, a reading safari. I'm calling my show Jeff Quinn's Reading Safari, and all of the tricks have something to do with animals or outdoors, camping, adventure, something like that. So it's really keeping with the off the beaten path theme. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm egg-cited. Eggs. Okay, 2 eggs right here. 1 right there, 1 right there. Just going to count to 10 with these eggs. Very plain, very simple, just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Give that one a squeeze. There's 9. There's 10. Now there's an easier way to do it. Let me show you the easier way. You just take one, put it on top of your hand just like this, shove it down, grab this one, give it a bit of a squeeze, make it vanish, comes back over here. Now, do you guys want to know how I did that? Yeah, you're going to hate me. I had a 3rd egg. Yeah, so you didn't know about the 3rd egg. That's why I'm standing behind this thing. You knew about this egg. You knew about this egg. This egg is the tricky egg, the egg that's in my pocket. When you look up here, everybody looks up here. That's when I reach in my pocket, pull it out, add it in, because I use 3. So if you know I use 3, one's in my pocket, how many over here? Yeah, actually it's a 3-egg trick. I always use 3 eggs. Here, let's try this again. You knew about this egg. That's one you knew about. Are you with me so far? Terrific. You knew about this egg as well. However, you did not know about this egg that was in my pocket. Because I use how many eggs? 3. One in my pocket. How many over here? 2. You said 2 before 3. Actually, the trick's over with. But you were doing a good job. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Way to go. All right. My show runs about 40, 45 minutes. A lot of audience participation, a lot of humor. The humor is all very, very, very family oriented. And of course, some magic built around the outdoor wildlife theme, like this one. This is a trick that I put together. I like to call it the Big Cat Blocks. Underneath here, I have the Big Cat Blocks. Not to be confused with the Big Cat Box. 2 entirely different things. Nothing inside this box. Going to put the box right here. Now what I'm going to attempt to do, we have a tiger, we have a leopard, we have a white tiger on the bottom. I'm going to attempt to make the white tiger on the bottom move through the sides of the tube and go into the Big Cat Box. Put this on there, there we go. The tiger, the leopard, the white tiger, going to go into the box. Here we go. And now it's in the box. Now most magicians would stop right there. They'd say, ta-da, that's the end of the trick. They'd take a bow and leave. I am not most magicians. Just for you guys here today, I'm going to go one step further. I'm going to make it go back. Getting the grade A show here today. And goes right there under the tube. Thank you so much. Ta-da! I detect a lack of sincerity in that applause. Okay, tell you what. How about if I do it again? This time, though, I'll leave the tube off. Would that be better? Okay, put the tube right here. Now, I did the white tiger. I can't do that one again. Let me do the orange tiger, the one on the top. You will see the orange tiger move over the tube and go into the Big Cat Box. There are no wires, no threads, no strings. Into the box. Here we go. And into the box. I didn't say I wasn't going to use my hand. Thank you. Okay. Since I'm losing bookings right now. Okay, let me think. I did the white tiger, but you don't believe me. I did the orange tiger, but you don't like the way I did it. That leaves only one, the leopard, the one in the middle. That is going to be the most difficult one to do. Because when I put the orange tiger on top, it's going to be trapped in between the 2 tigers. Still, I'm going to give it a try for you. Push down here, put the tiger on top right there. Take the tube, put the tube over the tiger, over the leopard, over the white tiger. Make the leopard in the middle go into the box. Here we go. And now it's in the box. Ta-da! Anyone want to see me make it go back? No, you won't. You want me to prove it? No one's ever asked me to do that before. All right. Well, there's 2 ways I can prove it. The first way would be to show you the leopard's not here. We just have the 2 tigers right there. The second way would be to lift up the Big Cat Box. Turn the Big Cat Box over and show you the leopard is right there. So there we go. There's the Big Cat Block trick. Thank you so much for that big round of applause. I do appreciate it so much. Well, speaking of tigers and leopards and spots and stripes and everything like that, I've got a trick I want to do for you guys. It uses, let me grab what I need right back here, some stripes. Black and white stripes. You know, a lot of animals are striped. Tigers, we just did a tiger trick. Zebras, skunks, you know, they're striped. But we also have some spotted animals. I'm going to do something kind of unusual. I'm going to take the striped scarf, I'm going to turn it into spots. Give this 3 shakes. 1, 2, 3. Put in stripes in the top like this. Comes out, spots at the bottom right there. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. Thanks for the applause. Singular version of applause. Stripes go on the top right here, spots come out the bottom right there. We have stripes going in the top, spots coming out the bottom, stripes on the top like this, spots bottom like that. That's a pretty cool trick. And I can tell by your stunned silence, you're just amazed by this trick. So tell you what I'm going to do. Just for you guys, I'm going to make it go back to stripes. To make it go back to stripes, I'll take the spots, shove it in the top. So it goes in, spots in the top like this, comes out, stripes at the bottom. I know it's still amazing, isn't it? Spots go in the top, stripes come out the bottom, spots right here, stripes right there. We have spots going in the top. We have stripes coming out the bottom, spots in the top, stripes the bottom. That's an amazing trick. How many people like to see me take the stripes, once again, make them turn to spots? Okay, good. Just for you guys, I'll make them go back to spots. To make them go back to spots, I take the stripes, shove it in the top. So it goes in stripes right here, comes out, spots right there. Stripes go in the top. Magician's not too bad now, is he? Spots on the bottom. Stripes go in the top right here, spots right there, stripes on the top, spots on the bottom, stripes go in the top. We have the spots, stripes, spots. That's a pretty cool trick. How many people would like to know how that trick is done? Okay, good. Just for you guys, I'll show you how it's done. You may have noticed when I started off, I was behind my table here for just a moment or two. What I was doing, I was taking this scarf here, the spotted one, I was shoving it down in my hand. I was hiding it in there. I didn't want you to see me doing it, so I was doing it there behind my table. Now, I can't really do it right now, though, because I have the stripes in there. So let me pull the stripes out, put them right here so we all know where they are, okay? There we go. I was hiding the spots down in my hand. I didn't want to come out like this because you're not supposed to know about the spotted scarf. It's supposed to be a secret. If I came out like this, you'd know about it. That would ruin the whole thing. I just shoved it in there all the way. I didn't even want a little bit showing. So I shoved in there as deeply as I could, just like that. And I came out holding this one, the stripes. Now I'm ready to go. Now I can do the trick. One thing I need to remember, though, is I do not, under any circumstances, want to open my left hand. Good, I just don't want to. Instead, what I do is I take the stripe one right here, I start shoving the stripe one down in my hand so it goes in, stripes in the top like this, comes out, spots the bottom right there. Now, if you get to this point, one thing you do not want to do, you do not want to pull the spots too hard. Because if you pull the spots too hard, they come out. That's not good. You don't want that to happen. If that ever happens, you take the spots, just kind of shove them right back up in there. Then you can push the stripes in the top, spots come out the bottom, stripes right there, spots bottom right there, stripes go in the top, spots bottom, stripes in the top, spots bottom. That's how you do the trick. Any questions? Okay, good. We'll move right along then. Oh, thank you. You are too kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I need a volunteer. I need someone to help me out. Now, usually at this point, I pick someone who's about 5 or 6 years old, but I need a volunteer. It can't be just anyone, though. I need someone who's helpful. I need someone who's honest. I need someone who cleans their room twice a day. I need someone who's honest. I don't really heard that part of the equation. Right? All these. Okay. I think your hand went up first back there. Hi, would you like to help me out? Sure. Okay, thank you so much. We have a little 5-year-old coming up here. Hi, thank you so much for being here. What's your name?
Jen.
Jen? Okay, Jen, come stand right over here. Have the stand right there. That's perfect. Jen, thank you so much for being here. Big question of the day, Jen. Do you like to draw?
Sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Hey, we don't have to be great as long as we like doing it. That's good. So we have an artist. Okay. Do you like to color with crayons?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. I did pick the right person. Do you like to finger paint?
Yeah.
On the walls?
When I can get away with it.
Yeah, we get in trouble if we do that, Jen. Okay, so we have an artistic trick, and we are keeping with the animal theme here, so I have a picture of an animal. Now, it is a mean animal. In fact, it's the second meanest animal in the world. Number 1 is my Chihuahua when the doorbell rings. If you have a Chihuahua, you know what I'm talking about. But this comes in a close second. Here, Jen, I have a picture of a great, big, mean, scary grizzly bear. Rawr, Jen, rawr. Okay, hold on to that. Okay, great. Now we're going to color that in. Let's see. The background is going to be red, so we have some red right there. Hold on to that, Jen. We have some yellow too, and some brown as well. So nothing else in the bag. Now, Jen, can you put just the picture in there, just a picture of the grizzly or teddy bear right there? Okay, fantastic. Now you have a choice. You have red, you have yellow, and you have brown. You can pick any one of those you want and put it right here in the bag. Any one you want, except the brown. Other than the brown, any one you want, free, complete choice, any one you want except for the brown or the red. Other than the brown or the red, it's entirely yellow. Good choice. Okay, good. Now you have brown and you have red. You can pick either one of those, put it right here in the bag. Either one, except the red. Okay, good. I'm finding the red one, put the red in. Okay. Terrific. Thank you, Jen. Now, you like art. Did you bring a paintbrush with you by any chance?
No, but I've got a 6-color pen.
You have a 6-color pen? Oh, that doesn't help out too much during this trick, you know. But I have a paintbrush you can borrow. I have a paintbrush. Yeah, here we go. Perfect. Hold on to that. Just going to go paint, 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 paint right there. Good job. Have you done this before? You're doing it exactly right. That's perfect. Now the other side. Paint, 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 paint. Great. Now we got to do the second coat. The other side. Paint, 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 paint. And the other side. Paint, 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 paint. You are fantastic. I'll take that. We don't need that anymore. I'm going to very gently place this on the table right here. For some reason, kids go ape over that. I have no idea why, but okay. Well, let's see how well you did, Jen. Okay. Whoa, this is really good. Jen, reach in there, pull that out, show them what you did. You colored in a big, beautiful teddy bear right there. Nothing else in the bag. Let's give Jen a big round of applause. Wait a minute. You know what? That is so good. That's about the best I have ever seen anyone do. So we're going to put that someplace very special. We're going to put it here inside this little black pan. Jen, just go ahead and put it right there in the pan. We'll get things going. So just go ahead and put it right there in the pan. It's going to be an amazing trick. Don't put it on the bottom. That won't work. It'll just slide right off. You want to put it inside the pan, not on the bottom. So everybody put it not on the bottom, but on the inside. Good job. We'll put this right here. Now let's see, just so the wind doesn't blow it away, I have a lid to put on right there. Now this is where everybody gets to help out. When I count to 3, I want everyone to wiggle your fingers and say, Jen's a good helper. So on the count of 3, wiggle, Jen's a good helper. 1, 2, 3. Jen's a good helper. Okay, let's see how well you did. Let's take a look. There we have a little teddy bear right there. And do you know what? Since you made that, you get to keep the teddy bear. There we go. Let's give Jen a big round of applause. Thank you so much. You can have a seat and enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you, Jen. Oh, I have a few more minutes. I want to do something else for you. It's kind of an unwritten law that if you're a magician, you're doing a show, you got to do a card trick. All right. So do you want to see my favorite card trick? Yeah. Okay. I think I said that wrong. I said my favorite card trick. It's not my favorite card trick. It's my favorite card trick. There's a difference. It's a trick that's done with my favorite card. I have it right back here. I keep my favorite card in between 2 other cards. Now your job is to remember what my card is and remember where my card is, because in just a moment I'm going to ask you a question. So remember what my favorite card is, remember where my favorite card is, because here comes the question. Is my favorite card right here? No, that's not my favorite card. Is my favorite card right here? No, that's not my favorite card. Is my favorite card right here? Yes. Yes, that is my favorite card. So when I count to 3, everyone shout out the name of my favorite card. 1, 2, 3. Ace of clubs. Oh, no. My favorite card is my library card. It is, yeah. Because you see, with a deck of cards, I can play some card games, I can do some card tricks, that's a lot of fun. But with a library card, I can check out books, I can check out movies, I can check out music. It really is great. So it's my favorite card. I really hope it's your favorite card too. You know what? If you don't have a library card, you're in luck. This month only, library cards are on sale. Normally they're like $8,000, I think, but for a limited time, if you talk to your friendly librarian, I think they're going to be free. So go and talk to your librarian, get your library card. It's my favorite card. I hope it's going to be your favorite card too. Round of applause for your library card. Yeah. And thank you all so much for letting me talk to you about my show and show you a little bit of what I'm doing. I'm going to be in there. Come on over and see me afterwards. And if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them for you. I'm Jeff Quinn. Have a wonderful day.
enthusiasm, absolutely. Good morning. Rocking and reading.
Rocking and reading.
Reading and rocking.
Reading and rocking.
Hey, don't bother knocking. The library's open finally. Rocking and reading.
Rocking and reading.
Welcome to the big old show. We got a library show starring you and me. Gonna play guitar, maybe the drums. Everybody gonna have some fun. What are we doing? Reading and rocking.
Reading and rocking.
Rocking and reading.
Rocking and reading.
Hey, don't need a reason. It's always in season. Rocking and reading.
Rocking and reading.
How about a guitar solo? Give me something, everybody. Go! Wow! The best guitar solos have a funny face, like. Lemons. Welcome to the library. We got a big old show starring you, starring
me.
Woo! Play guitar, maybe the drums. Everybody, what are we gonna do? We're gonna have some fun. We're rocking and reading.
Rocking and reading.
Reading and rocking.
Reading and rocking.
Don't bother knocking, the library's open. Rocking and reading.
Rocking and
A big ending, everybody raise your hands in the air, look and you go, woo! I love it. Rock and roll, that's the way we do it. Oh my goodness, my goodness. It's summertime. It's summertime. What are some things we like to do in the summertime?
Swim.
Swim! Man, perfect. Anything else?
Ride your bicycle.
Ride your bicycle. Anything else?
Camp.
Camp. Outside?
Yeah.
A daring adventure awaits. All right. Does anybody like to read? Room full of children's library. Buddy, we're not working today. Okay. All right, where do we like to read? Favorite place to read is?
Library.
Oh, yeah. Favorite place to read is?
Library.
Treehouse. A treehouse. Go. How about by the pool when you swim? A big old coconut and then, you know what I'm saying? Right? No, swim by the pool. No. Reading by the pool. All right, we're gonna do a reading song, a swimming and a reading song. Oh, we need some beats here. This is good. I always get volunteers going. Ooh, that's good. Oh yeah. I like to swim in the deep blue sea. I like to swim in the old creek. I like to swim in a big fancy pool. Most of all, it's fun to swim with you. Everybody's doing the swim. You know, it's Saturday night at your cousin's wedding. Come on, swimming. Everybody's singing and swimming. Yeehaw! Now I only swim when the sun does shine. I can touch the bottom of the pool, man, but that's a good time. I never swim alone. I'll always bring a buddy. So come on in, everybody jump in the pool. We're going swimming. Show me the moves. You want to listen to us, man. It's late into the evening on Saturday night when you know this, swimming, right? They'll never remember me doing that. All right, so I learned to swim. Everybody know how to swim? Great. What is this called? It's my favorite. Doggy paddle. We're gonna everybody do the doggy paddle. And I met some kids at the pool, and they let me join in. It was so nice. They included me in their activities, and they said, "Can you do this?" When we say Marco, you say Polo. You know that? Oh, that's good. Marco. Polo. Marco. Polo. Marco. Polo. Yeah. Swimming. But I'm lounging by the pool. It's hot outside, but I got a book in my hand. I'm looking pretty cool. I'm swimming. Everybody's singing and swimming. Doggy paddle one more time. Try. No cats in the pool, man. All right, Marco, Polo. Big finish. I say Marco, you say? Polo. 1, 2, you know what to do. You go swim. No, Marco. Polo. Marco. Polo. Marco. Polo. ready for summer. Ready? Got your book, got your coconut. Oh man, this is so cool. This is so cool. So many ways to tell a story, right there. So many ways. We read them. We listen to them when someone tells us a story, like a story time. Who likes story time? Sometimes we watch like a movie as a story. Sometimes people tell stories a lot of different ways, and they have forever. People have told stories like with their hands, you know. You can kind of tell, like your uncle is always talking with his hands. He's like, you know exactly what he's talking about. He's telling a story. Some people, maybe one you've heard before, many times. But some people in some cultures even tell stories with their whole body. What? How do you do that? What? I can use my hands, I can use my head, but everybody working in conjunction to tell a tale, to express a feeling, give a message, I don't know. Well, so I took a trip one day. I was cruising down a river. I was looking for adventure, a quest, something to do. And I was on the river with my floatable gizmo. Was it a log? Was it a kayak? Everybody, you know, make up your own floaty, you know? Excellent. And then I started seeing things on the side. I started seeing like animals. And I said, there are animals all over on this river journey. And then I said, you know, the name, you know, just because you're bored sometimes, you're like, I wonder what the names, what letters they start with. And I said, oh, well, all these animals have very special letters. And they start with letters I know. I wonder if I could tell the story. So I get volunteers to come up, and then, you know, because if you're a certain age, you like to be the dancer, you know? It's time, it's show time. So I'm like, okay, there's people, and then your little brother comes up, and you're like, oh! He follows me everywhere. But my show is good for all ages. You know, we make sure everyone's involved, and older kids teach the younger kids. It's great. So this song, your body becomes the letter A. So you say, A! If you want to join her, you can, you know, this is kind of like the Zumba part. A! Okay, if your letter body says E, it looks like what? E. How about the letter I? I can do it. Squish down the I, give me an O. Ooh. It's the most zen way. Ooh. It relaxes me. Okay, A. Oh, another one. U. Say U. Unbelievable. You can do the U. All right. Put those letters together. Show me, tell me. Ready? A. E. I. O. U. That spells? What? Now, special letters. Who knows it? Oh, you guys know your vowels. Is there another one? Sometimes. So yeah, why? Sometimes it's a lot. You know, vowels are special. They're squishy. They need, every word needs them. Your names all have vowels, right? Okay, so we're cruising down the river. This is gonna be awesome. We're cruising down the river, and we meet some animals, right? And all the names to the animals start with the letters what? A, E, I, O, U. And sometimes, why is the most obnoxious? Needs attention. Okay. A, E, I, O, U. And sometimes, that's good. Floating down the river just the other day, looking for the right words to say. I met an alligator. He said to me, well, every good word needs a vowel. 2, 3, go. A, E, I, O, U. I think we can do better. Come on. A, E, I, O, U. And sometimes. Now I met an elephant. Give me the elephant. That's a good one. Pack of nerves you are. All right. I met an elephant eating from a tree. She said, I recommend the letter E for elephant. Excellent. Then an iguana did interject. Said, always use an I. It shows intellect. Oh, you guys are really smart. A-E-I-O-U. And sometimes, oh, look up in the sky. There's a bird. Who starts with the letter O. Owl! Very good. All right, that's the easy peasy part. Another animal or bird that starts with the letter O.
Ostrich.
Ostrich. You see flying ostriches?
Osprey.
Oh, osprey. Only children's literature. Osprey. No one gets that. Thank you. Very good. Osprey. Baltimore. Orioles. Baseball teams. They can be cool too. They
Otter.
And otter. A flying otter. No, but thank you. Thank you. Otter's very good. Very good. Yes. I said otter. No, that's good. You know, we'll talk later. All right. Okay, we're going there. Name of an animal starts with the letter U.
Unicorn.
Hey, I can't fool you guys. I love you. One more time, everybody. Show me what you got. Go. A-E-I-O-U. That's all. Time. Yeah, man. That's good. Oh, very nice, everybody. One more song. Like I said, my shows, little guys, big guys, roller skating crowd, roller crowd. I do, we have some fun. So I got the electric guitar, I got the beats. There's a songwriting part of it where we slow down, sit down, and they help me make up a song. Because I tell them, if good readers can become good writers, and good writers can write their own stories. So we'll do a song about maybe going to Hawaii or whatever the theme is, and they tell me the adventures. I've met a dolphin when I was eating pineapples on the volcano, and but they may have it's their story. So a little creative moment, and also just to kind of bring them down a bit. But then we come right up, and I tell everyone, like I'm going to tell you, thank you for participating. You were good listeners. You participated. And you had some fun. Did you have fun? Yeah. We did some rocking, we did some reading, and dancing, and dancing. That was so good. So when I ask you, if you're a good reader, if you're a good person, and if you're working hard, you are ready for success. Yeah. Do you feel you're ready to do great things?
Yes.
Oh, say yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
All right. So when I say, are you ready for success? You say,
yes, I am.
But you know what? It's the end of the show. It's like Broadway. We need a big ending. So everybody gets up here and everyone says, yes, I am. You take a step forward, show the world that you are ready for success. Yes, I am. So that's the big ending. So here we go. Let's get some good beats going here. I don't know. How about this one? I like that beat. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Are you ready for success?
Yes, I am.
Are you ready for success?
Yes, I am.
All you gotta do is do your best, then you'll be ready for success. Let me ask you, ready for success? What?
Yes, I am.
Ready for success?
Yes, I am.
All you gotta do is do your best, then you'll be ready for success. But it's gonna take the right ingredients, like reading, writing, math, science, art, music, and history. Now you know the recipe. Let's do it. Ready for success? Come on.
Yes, I am.
Ready for success? What?
Yes, I am.
All you gotta do your best. Then we dance around a little bit. It's a dance party. Everybody's moving. Everybody's moving. Big finish. Are you ready for success?
Yes, I am.
Are you ready for success?
Yes, I am.
Oh, all you gotta do is do your best. Then you'll be ready. I believe in you. You're gonna do great. Ready for success. Everybody say, yes, I am! It's a big ending. It's fantastic. That's the Rocky King show. I'm from Chicago, but I go everywhere.
I'm gonna bring them in first, and then I'll bring you guys in, okay? You guys ready? You guys are gonna bring you in first. Let me come over and play your part 2 times, and then you join me. 1, 2, ready, go. Bass, 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 1. Bass, good. Okay, you guys ready?
guys can sit down. Thank you for being volunteers. So my show, and if you want to be off the beaten path, come beat some drums. So my show has 3 aspects. I have a DVD, which is a documentary video. When I lived in Africa with a family of traditional drummers and drummed with them at African weddings for 6 weeks. So I have a video that I made specifically for kids, and it shows us drumming at the weddings, and it shows all aspects of life in a typical African home, how they eat, sleep, go to the bathroom, which is always a fun topic, etc. And so I play that video. It's about 18 minutes long. Then I answer the many questions that kids have. Then I usually have the 30 drums set up front, and then I invite the kids to come up. I've been at some libraries where they have a lot of kids, so I might bring up just the older kids. And then I have little handheld percussion instruments to hand out to the audience, or I do the kind of thing we just did. And I also have a display that shows all the items used in a typical African home, and all the items are explained in the video. And so I usually set that up on the side, and then after the show, the kids they get to touch and play with the items. Now you can have all 3 parts of my show. You can have me just for the drumming. You can have just the drumming in the video. But the only thing is, if you have the display, you have to have the video, because everything in the display is explained in the video. I live in Iowa. I'm in Fairfield, so you guys are all close to me. I do give discounts for multiple bookings, and I've handed out my sheet to all of you. It has all my info on it. And any questions? I've actually have 4 minutes left. Yes?
Can you have too many people at a program?
No, I've done programs in libraries for like 300 kids.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else? Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, it is David Fisher. David has been to the showcase before. His credentials are amazing. He's been on many television shows, set world records on a Ripley's Believe It or Not television show. He's going to show some of those records. Hopefully he won't forget. Yeah. And he's got a pretty cool show. We will be turning the lights off during this program. He'll let us know when, so it's going to get as dark as possible. You'll see why, and then we'll put the lights back on. Awesome. Let's give a huge round of applause for David Fisher, the role player.
Thank you. One more big hand for Rick for everything he's done. Thank you. Again, my name is David Fisher, also known as the Rope Warrior. I am here from Indianapolis. Some of you may have seen me before. On national television, I've been on the NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw, The Today Show, Good Morning America, Extra, Jump with Donnie and Marie, and Regis and Kathy Lee. I've performed for Boris Yeltsin in Russia and for Presidents Clinton and Bush at their inaugurations. A few years ago, I was flown out to Los Angeles to set a new world record in rope jumping for Fox's show called Guinness World Records Primetime. Most recently, some of you may have seen me on shows called More Than Human on the Discovery Channel, on Ripley's Believe It or Not, a few seasons ago on America's Got Talent, and in the next few weeks, I will be on Jay Leno's new show, so I've had a lot of really exciting things going on. I've got a bunch of different ropes to show you here this afternoon. This rope I have in my hands is called a beaded, or a segmented rope. Rope inside, little plastic beads on the outside. How many of you have used one of these before? Good, I use this for most of the show. It's a little easier for everyone to see. It goes fast enough to do most of the tricks that I do. And it also holds its shape pretty well. By holding its shape, I mean that it doesn't tangle up that easily, which is important if you're going to do a trick. Let's say a twirl. Or a toss. This rope holds its shape really nicely. Another type of rope is called a speed rope, sometimes called a licorice rope. How many of you have used one of these before? Good. Now, this is the type of rope we like to use if we come all day to a school or a library and we do workshops. And we like these ropes for teaching. They're a little lighter. Won't hurt quite as much in case you hit yourself with them. Also, we're going to do a trick like a wrap on your arm, so it won't pinch your skin like the beaded one might. But as you can see, this rope is much thinner, a little harder for everyone to see. It also doesn't hold its shape quite as well as tangle up a little bit. I'm going to try and show you why we call it the speed rope. This rope here is another beaded rope. It's a little longer. We use it for traveling and partner jumping. And in order to do those two activities, I'm going to need some volunteers. I'd like to come up and try some jumping.
Do I have to jump or am I? Oh,
Yeah,
I gotta do
jump.
it, so never mind.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Good. A few more. 3 is okay. 4. Great. So my show is really interactive. Normally I'd have 6 people up for traveling, and then we do partner jumping, and then we do double dutch after that. And I'll demonstrate some of those things here this afternoon. And before we even start though, I did want to point out, rope jumping is not the kind of thing you just pick up the jump rope and you're instantly very good at. It takes a lot of practice. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. You should plan on making mistakes. That's just part of rope jumping. And even as good as I am, and as much as I practice, I still make mistakes all the time. I'm sure you'll see me make some today. I'm expecting to. In fact, some of my best tricks, I was trying to do one trick, I made a mistake and it turned into a new trick. So it's about having a lot of fun. We're going to do the best we can. If we make a mistake, we'll try it again. All right, so let's I'm going to line up in a straight line right here, please, and we'll spread out like a double arm span apart from each other. And good, arms down, and then if we can, let's scoot the line up a little bit so you're even with me, please. Great. So this is called traveling. The first thing we're going to do is practice jumping at the same time. When I say and, we're all bend our knees. When I say jump, everybody's going to try and jump. As soon as you keep your arms either here or here, not out to the side, not out the front. So arms in, feet together, let's practice. And jump, and jump, and jump. Perfect. Let's try it again to the rhythm of the rope. Same thing. Ready? And jump, and jump, and jump. Good. So what I'm going to try to do is travel down the line and jump with everyone. That's what we call traveling. Stay right where you're at. You don't have to watch me. You don't have to watch the rope. I'll come down the back of the line and keep your eyes on the audience. When I say jump, everybody's up in the air. There we go. Now the other thing about jumping on carpet, sometimes the rope hits the floor and bounces up a lot, and I will try to adjust for that. So don't worry about that, but I'll try and make adjustments. Here we go. And jump, 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 and jump. Awesome. So that's basic traveling. There are a lot of different variations we can do. I can weave in and out. We can stack the travelers up 2, 2, and 2, and then 3 and 3, and then 4 and 2, and we keep going. And sometimes we get all 7 of us over the rope at once. And now, we also do some partner jumping tricks. So, of my volunteers, can any of you, if I gave you a jump rope, jump all by yourself? It's okay if you can't. But how many? Okay, all right. That's all right. Good, so let's play a little jump rope improv. We're going to take some suggestions from the audience of tricks we can try, but they have to be for just 2 people using one rope, this one rope. Now maybe it's something you've seen before, maybe it's something you just made up. Don't be afraid to be creative. Raise your hand if you have an idea. Questions I might ask you are, in your trick, how many people will hold the handles of the rope? Is one person going to hold both handles, or are they each going to hold one? Are they going to jump at the same time or different times? Does your trick involve any turning or moving? And how are they going to be in relation to each other during the trick? Will they be side by side, face to face, back to back, front to back, side to front, side to back? Those kinds of questions. Raise your hand if you have an idea, but again, got to be tricked for just 2 people using this one rope. Anybody have an idea? Yes?
You hold in one end and someone else on the other.
Okay. Jumping at the same time or different times? Different times. And how are they in relation to each other during the trick? I'm sorry? Next to each other. Side by side? Okay. Great. Let's have. You're going to do this one, right? What is your name?
Bonnie.
Bonnie. Righty or lefty, Bonnie?
I'm a left hand.
Put that in your left hand. Space the arm. All right, so this is a you jump, I jump. I'll say ready, set, go. We'll swing the rope over. Bonnie, you're going to do one jump, like regular rope jumping. Let's try that. Ready, set, go. Swing it over, one jump. Perfect. All right, that's all right. Step over again, please. That was the carpet. So this time I'm going to say ready, set, go. You're going to swing it over, but instead of jumping, you're going to cross your arm in front of you so I can jump. Perfect. So you won't jump, I will. Ready, set, go. Swing over, let me jump. Good. You jump. I jump. We're going to keep switching. We got it. We got this. Step over. All right, so Vonnie, I'll jump first. Ready, set, go. I jump. You jump. I jump. You jump. All right, you got another idea. No? I've got lots of ideas. Okay. On the end here. I'm sorry, what is your name?
Mallory.
Mallory, come on over here, please, Mallory. Let's do face to face. I'll hold both handles. We'll start and jump together. And then once we get the rhythm down, Mallory's going to try and turn around while she's jumping. Ready, set, go. Jump in, jump. Now, turn in a circle. Keep jumping. Next. What is your name?
Lily.
Lily?
Yes.
Okay. For this one, Lily, let's see. I'm going to sit on the ground. The rope's going to go around my head and then under your feet. So face me. Ready? And jump. And jump. Jump. And awesome. These are all tricks from one of my books. I have a book with over 100 tricks, all taught step by step, with lots of pictures. In addition to that, I'm a science fiction superhero author. Oh, here it is. So, Adventures of the Rope Warrior is the name of the series. And last but not least is Mary. Righty or lefty, Mary?
I'm a lefty.
Okay, let's come over this way. You'll see me look at the ceiling a lot in a room like this. Step over, please. So Mary's going to try and start jumping. I'll try and join you. Ready, set, go. I'm going to try and take the rope from you. Keep jumping, Mary. I'm going to take the rope away. Keep jumping. After that, we do some double dutch. After that, we put some music on. I do a little of my routine, which I'm going to do now. You'll see me throughout the course of my routine keep checking the ceiling. I do a lot of tricks from rhythmic gymnastics, which involve releasing a handle. And so there's a lot of stuff I do above my head, which I won't be able to do in here. But I think it'll get pretty dark for the glow ropes. So we're going to put some music on.
Joe, I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? I've been for Cotton Eye Joe. I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Well, thank you. I had a little trouble with the ball. It's a bit deflated. Which is the last time I let my buddy Tom Brady get charged. All right, as promised, we have a special routine. In a minute, we're going to turn off the lights and do a little bit of the glow ropes. And then I will remember to show them what I have my world records for. I forgot last time. Thank you. All right. As promised, I did want to show you what I have world records for. And again, a little tricky on the carpeting, but I will do my best. That's why I missed a lot too in my routine, because I tried to use a short rope so it wouldn't bounce too much, but.
Oh my Wow.
I'm going to speak to you about my programs. I do shows, workshops, or combinations of both. Thank you for coming. Have a great day.